No matter where, no matter when, we will be there. At Fluidra, we develop competition pools for all types of sport events. Because we are Fluidra, the perfect pool experience.
So greetings, it is evening 2 from Dublin, the National Aquatic Centre in Abbottstown, the LEN European U23 Swimming Championships. Loads more finals again tonight. Last night nobody won more medals than Great Britain, nobody won more gold medals than Ireland. That doesn't happen every day. Women's 100 metres breaststroke coming up in the next 10 minutes. Potential of another Irish gold in that, by the way. Men's 50 metres backstroke on the way as well. It's 6:09. These are Irish times. So an hour ahead of GMT, depending where you're watching. Hour behind European summertime. Women's 200 butterfly. Emma Sicklin, the fastest qualifier in that for the United States. Lara Cabanas from Spain, the fastest European qualifier. Men's 50 freestyle. Women's 400 free. Women's 100, men's 200 breaststroke, women's 100 backstroke, women's 50 freestyle, men's 200 butterfly, all coming up. Women's 400 IM as well, that's the fastest heat coming. And we've got the skin races as well. It's going to be a long one over the next 2.5 hours. Skin races at European Championships are going to be very, very interesting to see. So good evening again from Will Downing and David Thompson with you for the Saturday night in Dublin. Great atmosphere so far this week. Terrific competition. It's been a pleasure to view.
Yeah, it's been really great. It's been run really smoothly, the event. It's been a great atmosphere. You know, all on our side here, the opposite side you're looking at, completely sold out for spectators. The opposite side there reserved for athletes, of course, and coaches. So there's not a seat in the house at this side, so the atmosphere is going to be super. Energy is going to be super high. And like Will said, we're opening with the women's 100 metre breaststroke in a few moments' time. McSharry should maybe win gold in that. She was 5th at the World Championships only 2 weeks or so ago, so because she had a 4th gold, that would be crazy. And yeah, like Will said, the skins events are going to be super interesting. We'll explain them in a little bit more detail when we get closer to that. They're right at the end of the session, starting at around 5 minutes past 8.
Yeah, so it all gets underway with that women's 100 metres breaststroke in a few minutes' time. Mona McSharry going in that again, having claimed gold in the 50 breaststroke last night. First of 3 gold medals for Ireland. Ella Walsh and Daniel Whiffen followed that up, and we'll be seeing them again a little bit later on. Caitlin Dobler, who took bronze for the United States, a ceremonial bronze, a commemorative bronze in our 50 breaststroke, going in that final again. So we'll have a proper look at that shortly. But there's a lot to get excited about tonight. What are you looking forward to the most?
Looking forward to that men's 400 metre freestyle final, coming right at the end at around 10 to 8. So it's Daniel Whiffen is in first in a 3:49. You know, we've got the world junior record holder in that event. Very recently, in January, he only broke that. That's Petar Mitsin of Bulgaria. He was a 3:44 back then. So Daniel Whiffen also, his best time is a 3:44. So that's going to be super tight, depending on what kind of form Mitsin is actually on. We haven't seen too much of him yet at this competition. So we know Whiffen's on form after that 14:35 blisteringly fast time to take gold in the men's 1500 metres last night. So that's going to be super tight, and it's awesome to see a really close race in the 400 metre freestyle.
He's definitely an exciting looking swimmer as well. The name is growing, the reputation's growing as well for him.
Oh yeah, he puts himself out there. He's one of these swimmers, one of these athletes that isn't afraid to put himself out there and say what he wants to do. And he says he wants to break the world record. He says he wants to win Olympic gold next year. So he's someone like that is actually good for the sport sometimes. The sport needs characters like that to kind of come out and say these rash things, these crazy bold statements, to create a wee bit of rivalry. So, in my opinion, it's what swimming needs. It might rile up his other competitors, but it's great to see.
Well, if you're going to make those statements, back them up. That's always the prime advice. Men's 200 breaststroke, that's underway in about an hour's time. Lucie Janssens, the fastest qualifier in that for the Netherlands. Lucien Venius as well for France. Owen Corby for Ireland qualifies third fastest in this one.
Yeah, Corby's in third. He was a 2:12 this morning. A really solid swim for him. Well, he'll be chasing that 2:10 low kind of margin. It may take a 2:09 maybe to win this race tonight. He hasn't been down around his best in a couple of years since really the Tokyo Olympic trials. So this could be his swim. He's been slowly building back up to that kind of form he was on 2 years ago. But Janssen this morning was out in a 1:02 at the 100 metre mark, so he's got intent on the 200 metre breaststroke. So expect him to be out fast. But Corby is going to have to live with him on that first 100, and especially be in the mix at 150 metres if he wants to have a chance of winning that one.
And it is a very, very tight schedule as well. If you've not been with us for the opening night session here last night, the medal ceremony is immediately after each final. It's all done and dusted very, very quickly indeed. And we will have those skins coming up a little bit later, which is worth explaining to people who've not seen them at a championship before. Yeah,
so a skins event is quite unique to swimming. It's a knockout sort of round, so how it's working here at the Under-23 Championships is the top 6 swimmers from the 50 metre. So we'll have a 50 metre freestyle final with the top 8 as normal. Just the top 8 will battle it out, one length of the pool for decide gold, silver and bronze. But then the skins event, a completely separate event, is a knockout event. So we're going to have the top 6 from this morning's heats race. They're going to race a 50 metre freestyle as normal. The top 4 will then progress to the next round, which takes place moments after, maybe 3-4 minutes after. So they walk back. If you're looking at the screen here, they'll walk down the pool side, dive in again. The top 2 will drop out, and then we'll be left in the last round with just 2 swimmers. So we'll have 3 rounds with 2 swimmers dropping out each round before a champion is crowned. When it's similar to the swim off we had this morning. Well, the showdown between 2 swimmers as the officials walk out. But we'll explain the skins a little bit more when we get closer.
So the officials coming out for this evening session at Abbottstown and the National Aquatic Centre in northwest Dublin by Blanchardstown, if you're vaguely familiar with the city. Rather conveniently, it's all quite close by Dublin Airport, easily in and out. So the referees, Rune Gran and Mirel Zimmer. The starters are Jean-Marc Landes and Helen Desmond. And the technical delegates for these championships, Craig Hunter and Gary Stokes. So again, it's going to be a very, very tight schedule of finals tonight. "12 finals and then those men's and women's skin races, which will essentially be 6 races in the space of almost 20 minutes. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll start off with the women's 100 metres breaststroke. And the finalists from last night's 50 breaststroke, the medalists are here. We'll start off in lane 8 for Turkey. And the Islamic Games bronze medalist. Well, we'll come to her in a moment, because in lane 0 for Great Britain, the 2 in a row, 200 metres IM European Junior Champion Leila Schlossman, she is in lane 0 for Great Britain. Now the Islamic Games bronze medalist in the 50 breaststroke in Baku last year, Gulshan Samanci, she's in 8 in 1 for Sweden. The 3-time medalist of this year's European Juniors, Olivia Klint-Ipsa, in lane 7 for Croatia, the national record holder Anna Blažević. In lane 2 for Italy, silver in the 50 breaststroke last night, Anita Batazzo. In lane 6 for Norway, from Stavanger, the Lambertseter club in Oslo. Lifetime best in the heats, club record for Eva Kummen. In lane 3 for Denmark is Clara Rybak Andersen. In lane 5 for the United States, bronze in the 50 breaststroke last night for the USA, Caitlin Dobler. And in lane 4 for Ireland, the European Under-23 50 breaststroke champion from last night, Mona McSharry. I think you can tell who the crowd are favouring. So McSharry, the fastest qualifier in 4, Caitlin Dobler, the USA, in 5. Next fastest European is Clara Rybak Andersen in 3 for Denmark.
Yeah, Mona, the leader here by almost a second, so expect Batazzo of Italy to be out nice and fast. She really pushed in that 50-metre breaststroke last night, so expect her to be out quick, but if Mona's anywhere near it at 75, expect her to win. And Dobler, the 3rd position at the US trials about a month and a half ago. So it's going to be tight. Don't expect McSharry to walk it. But expect her to be really, if she's in the mix anywhere at 50, there's a huge shout for 4th Irish gold.
So we are ready for a tremendous looking final in this 100 metres breaststroke. Schlossan in lane 0 for Great Britain was injured yesterday morning. She's fit now. Schlossan in 0, Klint-Ipsa in 1, Batazzo in 2, Rybak Andersen 3, McSharry 4, Dobler 5, Kummen 6, Blažević 7, Samanci in 8 for Turkey in the 100 metres breaststroke. It's a very good start by Dobler for the United States. Remember, the top European is the European champion in this. Dobler for the United States would get a ceremonial green medal if she gets in the top 3. It's McSharry and Dobler the top 2 in the moment. Samanci going well for Turkey as well as we head halfway on the bend, and it is leading. It's Batazzo for Italy, 31.06. McSharry is only 500s behind Dobler in 3rd spot for the United States overall. So the battle is between lanes 2 and 4. It's Batazzo for Italy. It's Mona McSharry for Ireland going for the big double. And Dobler trying to get into the medals as well from the United States point of view. Inside 20, McSharry going strong. Dobler's fighting back well, and Batazzo's been overtaken. McSharry's looking good on the way to be a European champion again tonight. Dobler moving up for the United States, and McSharry too, Batazzo behind. And McSharry is the European champion on the double. Mona McSharry does it twice over, and she beat Dobler as well by 100th of a second of the United States. The European silver to Batazzo of Italy, the bronze to Rybak Andersen of Denmark, but Mona McSharry does the big double, back-to-back nights, first the 50, now the 100 breaststroke.
Well, 1/100th of a second. I don't know how she got her hand on the wall there. It looked like Dobler had it. Mona McSharry 106.69, Dobler 106.70. But Batazzo hung on for the European silver, and Rybak Andersen gets the European bronze in a 108.1. But Dobler looked like she had it in the bag. McSharry just stuck 1/100th of a second. The smallest margin in our sport. What a result, goal number 4 for Ireland.
A marvellous victory for Mona McSharry. Nobody's won more golds than Ireland at these championships. 4 gold medals. What a dramatic finish by her. She just edged ahead of Dobler, which was, in terms of the European title, somewhat irrelevant, but very relevant for her to beat all comers in that final. In the end, in terms of the European title, she edged out Batazzo by 38 hundredths of a second, Dobler by 100th in terms of the overall crown in this. But McSharry, what another magnificent victory from Grange in County Sligo. University of Tennessee, she's been space at all as well. Matt Kendrick, her coach, but Mona McSharry, a lot to be happy about. Another tremendous triumph. Ireland's 4th gold medal then of these under-23 championships, and for her, it is a 2nd. What a fabulous win. And just in terms of edging out, for the visuals of it all, edging out Dublin 2 to be the ultimate winner, champion of that 100 breaststroke final, the first to the wall, beating all those from Europe and beyond. That was a superb victory. We just saw that edge towards the wall to get ahead of Dublin.
Yeah, it's real skill to be able to do that, to get your hand on the wall with 1/100th of a second as we have a replay there. I don't know how she got the touch there. Just finished on a more of an aggressive full stroke than Dobler. But that's a real skill to be able to do that. McSharry gets a 2nd gold. Will we see a 5th with Whiffen later? And we also have Walsh going in the 400 IM later on. So McSharry starts off day 2 as she did day 1 evenings with a win.
Very, very positive week from an Irish point of view. A very strong Irish team sent in here. And I suppose it's worth pointing out as well, in terms of the senior championships, right now it is a young Irish team, seeing as there's so many here. Anyway, let's hear from Mona McSharry, speaking now to Andrew Bree.
McSharry. Talk about an electric start to day 2 at the European Championships. Mona, I'm still shaking from that race. I don't know how you feel. Obviously, the 100 breaststroke is known for its tight finishes across all major competitions. How did you maintain that focus coming down the last 15 meters?
Oh, I was really just pushing. I mean, it was a really tight race. I could see her right there, and I knew it was going to be all in the last few meters, and I was just trying to push to the finish.
Your pull out off the 50 was fantastic as well. The dedication, now obviously I was talking about earlier this morning in terms of breaststroke, the leg strength. How much stuff do you do on land in terms of leg strength that adds to that power? You've just got such a dominating kick. We can see it from the side, you can see it, the stand can see it. And right down, like there's no other best way to win the first medal of the night, 1/100th of a second. What do you do with that leg kick?
I mean, partially I thank genetics because I think I have pretty strong legs anyway, but I love the gym. I love doing a lot of explosive work in there and strength work just to like make sure I'm getting as much power as possible out of the kick and getting into a good streamlined position and just letting the kick do what it does.
Well, fantastic display of athleticism. All we can say, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. An impeccable performance, a beautiful display of breaststroke swimming. Mona McSharry, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 100 metres breaststroke. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Antonio Silva, LEN President and World Aquatics Vice President, Sarah Keane, President of the Olympic Federation of Ireland and CEO Swim Ireland, and John Foley, Chairperson of Sport Ireland. In 3rd place, winner of the bronze medal, representing Denmark, Clara Rybak Andersen. In 2nd place, winner of the silver medal, representing the United States of America, Caitlin Dobler. Second European, representing Italy, Anita Bottazzo. And in 1st place, winner of the gold medal, and your LEN European Under-23 swimming champion, representing Ireland, Mona McSharry. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge your champion and medal winners here for the women's 100 metres breaststroke.
She is having the weekend of her life at the moment in terms of European medals won anyway, double under-23 champion, and loving it.
Yeah, I mean, she was probably expected to win that race tonight. She expected to, but you still got to dive in and do it. That's just great swimming from McSharry as we start now for the men's 50 metres backstroke final.
They are moving it here. Men's 50 backstroke final. Starting off with Greece from Aris Thessaloniki, Theodoros Andriopoulos, he's in lane 0. In lane 8 for Israel from Maccabi Haifa, Adam Marana. In lane 1 for Czechia, the Czech Republic, the European Junior 50 backstroke and 200 IM champion Miroslav Knedla. In lane 4 for Greece, the Mediterranean Games 100 backstroke champion Evangelos Makrogiannis. In lane 2 for France, silver in the 4x1 medley at the Europeans in Rome last year, Clement Secchi. In lane 6 for Switzerland, the Swiss 50 backstroke champion Benjamin Pfeiffer. In lane 3, the new European under-23 200 backstroke champion for the Netherlands, Kai van Westering. In lane 5 for South Africa, the silver medalist in that final last night, Peter Kurtzer. And in lane 4 for Great Britain, for Royston and the University of Bath, Jono Adam. Adam, the fastest qualifier, 50.09. Kurtzer next up for South Africa. And the next European, Kai van Westering, who'll be in 3 for the Netherlands.
Yeah, Jono Adam had a really high stroke rate this morning, so he's our fastest qualifier in a 25.09. The other two, Van Westering and Kurtzer, only 0.1 back, so the detail is so important on a 50. Have to nail your start, react fast, nail the breakout, the underwater kicks, and then it's just go from there. So expect a swimmer who's maybe first at 15, 20, 25 metres to hang on. Usually happens on the 50 backstroke.
So it's Andriopoulos in lane 0, Knedla 1, Secchi 2, Van Westering 3, Adam 4, Kurtzer 5, Pfeiffer 6, Makrogiannis 7, Marana in lane 8 in the final of the men's 50 metres backstroke.
Adam looks pumped up, doesn't he? He looks pumped up. Smashing that wedge against the block.
So away first time, Adam claimed silver in the relay last night. Bronze for Marana. Good start by Adam in 4, Van Westering in 3 has moved up well. Kurtzer in 5 for South Africa, looking to pick up a green medal, and Pfeiffer in lane 6-2 alongside. Kurtzer going well, Adam trying to make a big move up. It's Kurtzer pushing up here for South Africa. Kurtzer takes it. Adam is the European champion. Makrogiannis takes the European silver, and Marana for Israel, the European bronze. Kurtzer top of the class for South Africa, 24.89. But Jonathan Adam got up alongside to be crowned the European under-23 champion for Great Britain. So Kurtzer gets the green medal, the commemorative medal, but Jonathan Adam takes the European title, Makrogiannis the silver, and Miroslav Knedla and Marana share the bronze.
Yeah, share bronze there for the two swimmers. So Peter Kurtzer, yeah, our commemorative medal winner. So much speed off that start. He just held his stroke rate, and his body was so flat the whole way. You know, Jonathan Adam had a furious stroke rate. He was up for that one, 25.12, just slightly off what he was this morning. Pretty much a mirror image swim for him, but he is the European champion. So it worked out. By 1/100th, he got the European title from Makrogiannis. 25.12 for Adam, 25.13 for Makrogiannis of Greece. So as race number 1 was won by 1/100th of a second. Race number 2 is also won by 1/100th of a second. That does not happen often. And we also had a tie for third, so really tight race there in the men's 50 metre backstroke. But Kurtzer in a class of his own in terms of the field.
Yeah, Adam 25-12, Makrogiannis 25-13. Kurtzer, who was the Commonwealth Games 100 champion, as claimed in Birmingham last year. Also World Junior 200 backstroke champion from a year ago, where he picked up 5 medals. African record holder in the 100 backstroke quality. And let's go to Andrew Bree, who's got Peter Kurtzer.
All right, here with the race winner, Peter. Fantastic 50-meter backstroke. The only man under 25 seconds on that with a 24.89. Such a short, intense race. What kind of like pre-race ritual do you get yourself into to amp yourself up for that? It's over before you know it.
Yeah, this week hasn't gone according to plan so far, so I just really wanted to get out there and win tonight. Wasn't thinking about the time or anything, so just tried to get hyped up and get the muscles firing.
And do you ever worry that you're going to go past that 15, or have you just marked that down? How many underwater dolphin kicks do you smash out on that underwater kick?
Yeah, I actually added one tonight because I saw in the morning I was a little bit too early on the breakout, so I tried to pop up exactly on the 15, and I hope I did that. So.
Well, you did it right, my man. You did it right. You added that one more kick. You took the risk. You took the win. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. South African swimmer Peter Kurtzer. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the men's 50 metres backstroke. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Alan Bennett, Operations Manager of Sport Ireland, the National Aquatic Centre, Callum Bain, Member of the Swim Ireland Athlete Commission, and Joan Hines, Swim Ireland Board Member. Third place, winner of the bronze medal, representing Czech, Miroslav Nelda. So in third place, winner of the bronze medal, representing Israel, Adam Morana. In second place, representing Greece, Evangelos Margianis. In first place, winner of the gold medal, representing South Africa, Peter Kurtzer. And first European, representing Great Britain, Jonathan Adam. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge your champion and medal winners here for the men's 50 metres backstroke.
With great success from a Great Britain viewpoint. He's already picked up, as I was saying, silver in the medley, but now picks up a European gold medal, and Kurtzer with the ceremonial gold. As we move on, the women's 200 metres butterfly on the way. Mariana Cunha, bronze in the 100 butterfly. She's in lane 8. Lane 1 for Hungary is Reke Riadi already in lane 0, by the way, Georgia Damasiotti of Greece. In lane 7 for France, silvers in the 1 and the 2 this year. In the French Championships, Lilian Ressencourt. Lane 2 for Great Britain, gold in the 100 butterfly for Kiana McInnes of Livingston in Scotland. In lane 6 from Neo, Juliette Marchand. Lane 3 for Serbia, European short course silver in the 400 IM 2 years ago. Youth Olympic Games 200 in the IM, silver Anya Krevar. In lane 5, the Spanish 100 butterfly silver medalist this year, Laura Cabanes. In lane 4, bronze in the US trials this year, and bronze last night in the 100 butterfly, Emma Stickland. NCAA 200 butterfly reigning champion. And a hot prospect in lane 4, the fastest qualifier for this final. Stickland getting through in 2:09, and what a margin, 2.5 seconds. Cabanas, the fastest European qualifying, and she's in lane 5. Krevar, the next fastest in 3.
Yeah, Stickland clear of the rest of the field. Watch out for her underwater underwater kicks. As Will said, she is the NCAA champion, so she is an underwater specialist. Watch her go 15 metres off each wall. That'll be a real showcase for that. But for the European gold, silver and bronze, it's very, very tight between the rest of the swimmers, so that's going to be a great race behind her. And if anybody can challenge Stickland, they're going to probably get the gold. Women's 2 fly.
So Damasiotti in 0, Niradi in 1, McInnes in 2, Krevar in 3, Stickland 4, Cabanas 5, Marchand 6, Ressencourt 7, and Cunha in 8 in this women's 200 butterfly. And to be honest, probably there is going to be a big race behind Stickland here. You would expect it to be well out, considering the big margin in which she qualified ahead of the rest. She is leading right now, approaching the first 50. Stickland for the United States, University of Texas she is. And it is Stickland who turns first. Only 900s clear of Krevar at the moment, of Serbia in second spot, and Iradi in third. But just look at that turn. Emma Stickland already well clear with another 25 under her belt.
Yeah, like I said, the Texas Longhorn swimmer, underwaters are really superb, and she'll pull away even further after this turn. To be able to do that and have that in your locker, such an advantage. But behind her, the race is really on for gold, silver and bronze for the European title. So Stickland clear in a 1:01.46. Then it's Krevar from McInnes, only 0.3 and 0.8 back. So Krevar at the minute, the European in the lead. Look at that turn from Stickland. But it looks like Krevar at the minute, the Serbian, looking really strong. McInnes is hanging tough right below her. So that's so important coming into this wall. Keep the tempo up, keep the momentum going. Keep the hammer down, especially into this turn. You have to hit this turn right to kick for home.
Stickland is shown to be so magnificent on the turn, and here comes the final turn now. 0.39 clear of Krevar of Serbia, leads the European battle for gold. McInnes in second place for Europe, and the third is Ressencourt. Stickland is well clear. She's going to get that green medal, the ceremonial gold. The big battle for the European title now is currently being led by Krevar, but look at this, McInnes coming good in lane 2. Stickler on the way to victory, but now who'll be the European champion? Kiana McInnes just getting past Krevar. That's a big battle between lanes 2 and 3. Stickland hits the wall first, and the European champion is McInnes, with Krevar taking the silver, the bronze going to Marchand of France. That's a great result for the woman who turned 22 last week. Emma Stickland, bronze in the 100 fly last night, wins the 200 fly, but the European champion, Kiana McInnes, who took the 100 fly gold last night, double European champion over the 100 and the 200. Stickland, well, she only won by 1.23 in the end, takes the green medal. McInnes, the European champion for Great Britain. Krevar, the silver, Marchand, the bronze, and Ressencourt edged out into 4th place.
What a swim, Kiana McInnes, take a bow. European champion, the double, the 100 and 200 double. She timed that race absolutely to perfection. Just snuck up on Krevar, the Serbian, right on her shoulder the whole way. I tell you what, Stickland doesn't swim any faster than the rest of those swimmers. She just has unbelievable underwaters. Like, I actually thought she was being caught by Creville and McInnes coming into that last turn, but then just put on the afterburners on the underwater. And stick them with the 2:05. That's a real world-class time. McInnes, the European champion.
She's just magnificent on the turn, you have to say, Emma Stickland. And in terms of winning the ceremonial gold here, that was a very, very nice achievement. And after all that, 2 minutes of pure pace and power and of really quality turning and of streaking past the rest of the field. She's now got 2 minutes coming up with Andrew Bree. (2:09.73) McInnes' gold medal winning time from a European point of view. Stickland just about a second faster. Here she is with Andy Bree.
Right, never mind the rigorous training involved for a 200-meter butterfly. Never mind the mental aspect involved for the training for a 200-meter butterfly. That last turn, can you tell me a secret? How did you put so much oxygen into your lungs to pop up at like 14.5 meters?
Oh, that's something I've been working on for a really long time. I figured out that I was good at underwaters when I was like 14, and I haven't stopped training them since, really.
No, a fantastic display there, especially lung capacity. It was amazing. The last kind of 25 meters, you held your stroke rate. Would you be involved in the world of 50 paces in terms of training? What would be your favorite swim set that you would do in terms of finalizing and trying to, like, you know, perfect the amount of strokes and the pace timing in those 50s?
You want to know my favorite set?
We all want to know your favorite set.
The secret set is the broken 200 fly set. It's 4 50s. And should I?
4 50s on what?
4 50s on a minute, maybe. Not all of them fly, but really just like putting the pieces together of the race and thinking through like I'm swimming the race every single time I do it.
Well, swim fans, what these swimmers do in the pool day in, day out is what they do in a competition. So make some noise for our race winner, Emma Stickland, in the 200-meter butterfly. Great job.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 200 meters butterfly. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Krista Magnuson, LEN Vice President, Marion Angelescu, LEN Medical Committee Member, Circa Nicleric, Swim Island Board Member. In third place and winner of the bronze medal, representing France, Juliette Marchand. In second place and winner of the silver medal, representing Serbia, Anja Kriva. In first place, winner of the gold medal, representing the United States of America, Emma Stickland. And first European, representing Great Britain, Kiana McInnes. Present you your champion and medal winners here for the women's 200 meters butterfly. The action continues here on night 2 of our Under-23 Swimming Championships. Next up, make welcome to pool deck your finalists for the men's 50 metres freestyle. In lane 8, representing the Netherlands, Sean Nieuwold. Lane 1 from Luxembourg, Remy Fabiani.
So 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really
Out of lane.
Men's 50 metres freestyle final. Kalian Bratinov of Bulgaria, 6 collegiate medals, silver in the 200 IM in the SEC conference this year. Lane 2, Jarek Hribar of Croatia, world junior, silver in the 100 freestyle, bronze in the 50 freestyle last year. In lane 6 for Great Britain, Alex Cahoon. 3 for Norway, first sub 22 second swimmer for his country, national record 21.29, Nicholas Lea. Lane 5 for Greece, 4 silvers in this year's Greek Championships for Stergis, Marios Bilas. In lane 4 for Ukraine, the 50 freestyle world junior champion in 2019, Vladislav Bukov. Fastest qualifier, 21.95, ahead of Stergis, Marios Bilas. Also Sean Nieuwold of the Netherlands in 8, Remy Fabiani in 1. Picked up 5 medals in the Games of the Small States of Europe last month, 3 of them gold. Remy Fabiani.
And men's 53, look out for Bukov. He was 11th at the Tokyo Olympic Games. He was a 21.7 in the heat, so he's right down around there, and I thought he was almost holding something back this morning. He's got so much speed in that middle part of the race. So the chase will be on for the Ukrainian from Lea and Bilas, either side of him.
So the men's 50 freestyle. Fabiani 1, Hribar 2, Lea 3, Bukov 4, Bilas 5, Cahoon 6, Bratinov 7, Nieuwold in 8. Race you to the end. Bukov going in 4 and Bilas in 5, and Bilas has emerged the furthest first. But Bukov alongside in lane 4 trying to respond. It's a great start for Bilas in 5. And now Lea in 3, Hribar in 2. Lea's making a good move up and Bilas here. Will it be Lea in 3, Bilas in 5? Bilas edges him out by 1200ths. Bilas wins it, Lea's second, Bukov gets the bronze. Wow, it was a great sprint in the end. 21.83 the winning time, and Bilas is the European champion.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Bilas, he's hyped up. Wow. Bukov just didn't have it in him there. And Bilas snuck in. He was holding tight the whole way as we see confirmation. Bilas 21.83. Lea 21.96. And Bukov, our fastest qualifier, 1/100th back in a 21.96. What a race. 3:21s are the medals. Bilas, that was a superb swim. He's on the ropes. He's loving it. He's flexing. European Under-23 champion. Men's 53. Just shows you got lane, you got chance.
Yeah, Lea was coming really good in lane 3 there, especially for the second half of it, but Bilas was aware there was danger coming and just got that touch in time. He just got the stroke rate right, close enough to the wall. I think certainly in the case of McSharry's final, she got the touch right when her American rival for the ultimate prize might not have, but that was a perfect touch-up by Bilas to take the gold for Greece, crowns him as the European champion. Excellent win for him. And he's with Andrew Bree.
Freestyle, I'm sure he wants to warm down because we've got some skins coming up. But Sturgios, in a race where every milliseconds count, how did you manage the adrenaline? What's going through your mind as you're standing up behind the block?
My goal was to qualify for the Olympics, and the gold medal is a bonus. That's it.
So was that enough for an Olympic time?
Yeah.
All right, folks, he's going to Paris. Put your hands together for that one. So I'll tell you what, we won't let you hang about too much. We know you've got some skins coming up. We'll let you get back there, swim down, do what you got to do. One more time, the fastest man in the water with a 21.83 going to Paris next year. Put your hands together.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the men's 50 metres freestyle. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Patrice Coste, LEN Executive Director, Shane Ryan, Olympian and World Aquatics Athletes Commission, and Evelyn Fitzpatrick from Aqualine. In third place, winner of the bronze medal, representing Ukraine, Vladislav Bukov. In second place, winner of the silver medal, representing Norway, Nicholas Lea. And in first place, winner of the gold medal, and your European under-23 swimming champion, representing Greece, Sturgios Marios Pilas. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you your champion and medal winners here for the men's 50 metres freestyle.
The cracking competition continues. So now the women's 400 meters freestyle. First of all, for Poland. European Youth Olympic Games bronze for Victoria Gush. She's in 8 in lane 1. Gold in the 200 freestyle for France, Lucy Tessirol. That was here last night. In 7 for Slovenia, European short course bronze in the 200 freestyle last year. 2 golds in the Mediterranean Games for Katja Fine. In lane 2 for Austria, her nation's 800 freestyle champion, Joanna Enkner. In lane 8 for Poland from Szczecin and Warsaw, the Polish 400 freestyle champion, Klaudia Talasiewicz. In lane 3, silver in the 200 freestyle final last night, Francisca Martins. In lane 5, silver in the 800 freestyle final, Leonie Mertens for Germany. And in lane 4 for Germany, gold in the 800 freestyle last night, Isabel Goza, the reigning European 400 freestyle champion. Silver in the 8, bronze in the 2 in Rome last year. Goza qualifying over 4 seconds faster than anyone else. Mertens and Martins doing very well to keep up. They're the 3 fastest. Goza, the fastest of all.
Yeah, Goza, the reigning European champion, as well said, from Rome last year. Don't expect her to really be beaten here. She was a 4:08.5 and looked really comfortable, actually, for that swim. She's 4 seconds clear of her teammate Martins, and then some almost 7-8 seconds clear of Francesca Soares Martins of Portugal. So it's going to be, I would imagine, a win for Goza. She could add the European under-23 title to her European long course senior title. That would be some achievement if she could do it. 8 lengths of the pool here in Abbottstown.
So underway in the women's 400 freestyle final. Tesserol in 1, Enkner 2, Martins of Portugal in 3, Gerze in 4, Mertens of Germany in 5, Tarasiewicz in 6, Fein in 7, and Guszk in lane 8 for Poland. Gerze going out to 4:08 earlier, but being the reigning European champion in the 400 freestyle, already looking to open up an advantage after the first 50, and turns in second place behind Martins of Portugal, who got their first 28.27. Gerze in second and Mertens in third for Germany. So she's come well out here, Francisca Martins. Portuguese champion in the 100 and the 800 freestyle, silver in the 200 freestyle last night. And it was Martins and Mertens of Germany who were left behind by Gerze in the heats this morning. And Gerze turning at the 100. She is now in front by 800s ahead of Martins of Portugal.
Yeah, Gerze was a 4:04.13 to win the European title this time last year in Rome. So she was 4:08 this morning, so expect her to be down around that sort of 4:04, 4:05 even margin, especially if she's out in the 58. But Martins, the Portuguese swimmer, sort of trying to hang with her for now. But Gerze, in being the 800 metre freestyle champion, she's got great endurance. Right, so don't expect her to die off. Really fast rotation for her on the turn. 1:29.48 from Martins, 0.6 back. And then Mertens of Germany is 1.7 back. So Gerze, expect her to extend her lead now a little bit. She was a 30.7 split on that one, so she's repping about half a second, 0.6, 0.7 faster than her counterparts. Now she begins to pull away. Look at that stroke rate. Real intent to this event as she comes up to the halfway point. Maybe just around the 2-minute margin, slightly over. Yeah, 2 minutes, 0.6, so she's going to be right around that 4:04, 4:05.
She leads Martins by 1.44, Mertens by 2.42. She is the German record holder in this, 4:03.02. So all things are possible. She's coming away through. She's leading by a length and a half at the moment. It's a good battle for the silver, though. Martins in lane 3 for Portugal. Mertens for Germany in 3. Goes well clear at the moment in lane 4, 2:32.05. She leads by 2 seconds. It's the Portuguese Martins in second spot, the German Mertens in third. Fourth is Guszk of Poland, who's going very well in lane 8. And fifth is Tesserol in lane 1. So there could be a little bit of a prospect that the swimmers wide in lanes 1 and 8 can cause a bit of a prospect and get close to the medals. Nobody's getting close to number 1 right now at 300. The lead is held by Gerze, 3:03.71, and she's clear by 2.5 seconds of Martins of Portugal, Mertens of Germany third.
Yeah, Gerze won the European title last year by only about half a second. She's going to win the under-23 title by a lot more than that. But the battle is on for silver and bronze at the minute. The Portuguese swimmer with the slight advantage. But Gerze is just extending her lead, breathing every sort of 3 strokes, so you can see what's happening both sides. It doesn't matter, there's no swimmers either side of her as she makes the last turn, the 7th turn of this, the women's 400 metre freestyle. 3:35.26. She was a 31.5 on that 50. So she's going to be around maybe a 4:05, 4:06 here if she can have a good back half. But this battle for silver and bronze is really hotting up now. The camera's on it, 25 to go.
It's great to watch the best around. She is the best in Europe right now, bar none. She's going to take another European title, this at under 23 level. She's going to do a big double over 800 and 400. Gerze will take it. 4:05.96 the winning time, and the silver's going to go to Martins of Germany. Germany won 2. Martins in third place for Portugal. Fourth, Tesserol of France, who came close. Tarasiewicz fifth in the end, and Guszk in sixth spot. But Isabel Gerze does it again. A plethora of European medals, 3 at the Euros last year in Rome, gold in the 4, silver in the 8, bronze in the 2, European short course bronzes in the 4 and the 8, last time round 2 years ago, and now she takes the double in the under-23s in Dublin. Isabel Goza, the gold for Germany, 4:05.96, 2.5 seconds plus clear of Mertens. Silver for Germany, and Francisca Martins, the bronze for Portugal.
Yeah, Germany 1-2 again, just like it was in the 800-metre freestyle last night. Gersa's going to need a bigger trophy cabinet to fit in all the medals, European medals. Came back really strong for 4:05.96, and Mertens came up really well as well to get the touch just ahead of Mertens of Portugal. So that's a real class of swimming. Expect to see her in the women's 1500 as well, more than likely, maybe tomorrow night, maybe. I'm not too sure if she's entered or not, but I'm sure she'd win it if she raced it. Everything she seems to do is turn into gold. So Germany 1, Germany 2, Portugal 3 in the women's 400-metre freestyle. What a race.
And the Martins second and third. Both pronounced completely differently. If we had a Spanish Martins as well, Martins, that would have...
Martinez maybe would
Oh,
be.
God. Luckily not. Not this time. But if there is a Martinez out there, you are more than welcome to come along. I remember the Ryder Cup that was at the AK Club, and obviously it's the United States against Europe, and obviously a lot of the Americans will have names that originate in Europe. I couldn't stop calling Brett Vetterick the entire weekend.
Remember that? What year was that?
2006. That was not today
Wow.
or yesterday. Obviously it's coming back again.
2000.
Yeah. Isabel Goza came back again with a tremendous victory, does the double for Germany. That was just prima. She's with Andrew Bree.
All right, swim fans, back here with the race winner after that grueling 400 meters. You were a 4:08 this morning. You dropped a 4:05. Tell me, your pacing strategy seemed spot on in that race. When did you decide during any part of the race to conserve energy for that extra last kind of surge on that 100?
Yeah, it's not my best time, but second final, second gold, and I'm really happy about it. Yeah, just take a look tomorrow what my body is able to do, and over the 1500, yeah, we will see.
You know, it's a fantastic race last night, and then to back it up tonight, another fantastic race. And then what were the emotions going through your mind when you turned and seen your German teammate come in second? Because all the way through that race, they were having a great battle. You wouldn't have seen them, you were a good few meters out in front. But what was that like to turn and see your friend and your teammate come in second?
I was just hoping that she's doing the last 200, and yeah, I just know that she's doing, and now I'm super proud of her and me.
Well, a super display of endurance and great support from the German fans over in the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our winner, Isabel Goza, in the women's 400-meter freestyle. Great job, well done. Thanks for it. I know it's straight after.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 400 meters freestyle. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Antonio Silva, LEN President and World Aquatics Vice President, John Foley, Chairperson of Sport Ireland, and Aidan O'Connor, Dublin City Council. In third place, winner of the bronze medal, representing Portugal, Francisca Martins. In second place, and winner of the silver medal, representing Germany, Leonie Martins. And in first place, winner of the gold medal, your LEN European Under-23 swimming champion, representing Germany, Isabel Goza. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion and medal winners here for the women's 400 meters freestyle.
Absolutely brilliant drive. Isabel Goza, fantastic. And we have another women's final coming up now, the women's 100 meters backstroke. And starting off, lane 0, Iris Berger for Austria. 3 silvers in the Summer Championships this year in lane 8 for Hungary. European Junior bronze by 3, including the 200 IM, Pana Ugrai. In lane 1 for Israel, Pac-12 bronze medalist 400 freestyle last year, Ayla Spitz. Lane 7 for France, bronze in the 50 backstroke here last night, Bertil Cousson. In lane 2 for Germany, she's heading to Harvard next year, Kylie Wilhelm. In lane 6 for Ireland, 4th in the 50 backstroke final, based out of Galway, the national centre in Limerick, Maria Godden. In lane 3 for the Netherlands, bronze in the 4x2 freestyle relay in last year's Europeans in Rome, Lotte Hosper. In lane 5 for Poland, silver in the 50 backstroke last night, Adela Piskorska, the World University Games 50 backstroke champion. And in lane 4 for the United States, 5th in the US trials, silver in the 50 backstroke last night, Isabel Staden. Finally, the women's 100 metres backstroke, Staden the fastest for the United States, the fastest Europeans, Piskorska, Hosper and Godden in that order.
Yeah, 2 lengths of the pool on your back for these women to decide the 100 metre backstroke champion. Staden, supremely strong, powerful athlete. The American, the only swimmer sub 60 this morning, some 1.6, 1.7 clear of the field. So Piskorska and Hospital will have their work cut out to get their hand on the wall first, but it's going to be tight for the European medals, which is great. So watch out for the turn. The turn going to be super important. Attacking the wall, making sure that they control a powerful undulation and that underwater kick on the start and turn. So Godden with a great shout for a medal here in 6.
Great atmosphere at the National Aquatic Centre. It is sold out for the rest of the week. Women's 100 metres backstroke final. So Berger in 0, Spitz in 1, Wilhelm 2, Hosper 3, Staden 4, Piskorska 5, Godden 6, Cousson 7, and Pana Ugrai in lane 8 for Hungary also picked up a silver in the swimming life-saving in the World Games in Birmingham, Alabama last year. Good start by Staden for the United States in 4, approaching halfway. Piskorska's up with a well in 5, Godden 2 in lane 6, Cousson in 7, turning first. It is Staden who leads, Piskorska leading for Europe, Godden second place for Europe, and in third for Europe is Cousson. So now Staden on her way to pick up the green medal for the United States. Here comes the race for the European gold. Piskorska leading that in lane 5. Godden is fighting hard to try and move up in Ireland. Second spot, but it's Hosper who's moved up well for the Netherlands alongside her. And Cousson as well for France. It's going to be Staden to take the overall title, but the European gold's going to go to Piskorska. Hosper gets the silver, and it is Cousson who gets the European bronze. Godden in 4th spot for Europe. She misses out by 0.2 of a second, but Staden under a minute, 59.27, did brilliantly. Adela Piskorska, the World University Games champion, is the European champion. So Staden takes the title for the USA. The European 1-2-3, Piskorska, Hosper, Cousson, with Godden in 4th place for Ireland. What a race.
Yeah, no doubt about the winner, Staden 59.2. That's a world-class swim, my word. Only just over a second off the world record. Piskorska making that crazy trip from China, from the World University Games to here, is the European champion. Hosper 101.3. And Cousson just touching out Godden. So unlucky for Maria Godden to not get a medal. Thought she had it, just the closing speed just wasn't quite there. But a gutsy effort to come in 4th position. Well, 5th position overall, but 4th position on the European level. But Staden, that's a real world-class swim, 59.2.
Brilliant from Isabel Staden again. Silver in the 50 backstroke last night. gold in the 100 backstroke, sorry, green in the 100 backstroke. She takes the win, 2 commemorative medals for her, for a first and a second place. Piskorska, the European champion. It was a championship record in China last week as well at the World University Games. Hosper doing really excellently to pick up the silver from the Randstad European bronze 4x2 freestyle relay last year, and Kuson gets her second bronze medal of the week after a 50 bronze last night to edge out Maria Godden. Another 4th place finish for her after 50 backstroke 4th last night. Let's hear from Isabel Staton with Andrew Breen.
All right, here with our American winner, Isabel Staton, a fantastic swim. I know you wanted to break that 59 barrier. You were out fast, 28.7. So we all thought inside the NAC here that you were going to pop that 59, but a fantastic race. How did you balance that pacing between that first kind of 50 and then bringing it home, especially with the hip rotation and bringing it home in those? Did you tire? What was going through your mind that last kind of 15, 20?
Yeah, I mean, I always try to take it out pretty fast. Make sure I try to be as relaxed as possible, but I think if you're not hurting at the end of it, then you didn't quite give it all, so.
Good stuff. So what's coming up next for you in this event, in this competition? Have you got anything coming up?
Yep, I have that 200 backstroke tomorrow.
200 backstroke. Well, we look forward to seeing you racing that. A beautiful display of backstroke swimming. Congratulations, almost under that 59, but a great swim to take the victory in the women's 100-meter backstroke. Great job.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 100 metres backstroke. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Neve O'Sullivan, Director of High Performance Sport Ireland, Oliver Dingley, Olympian and Secretary of the LEN Athletes Commission, and Sarah Keane, President of the Olympic Federation of Ireland and CEO of Swim Ireland. 3rd place, winner of the bronze medal, representing France, Bertil Cousson. In 2nd place, and winner of the silver medal, representing the Netherlands, Lottie Hosper. In 1st place, winner of the gold medal, representing the United States of America, Isabel Staton. First European, representing Poland, Adela Piskorska. Essentially your champion and medal winners here for the women's 100 metres backstroke.
That was a belting swim, and now another belting final on the way. It's the final of the men's 200 metres breaststroke. So first up in lane 8 for the Netherlands, Ivo Kroos, Swiss championship gold in the 200 breaststroke this year. In lane 1 for Austria, world junior champion of the 100 breaststroke, Luka Mladenovic. Lane 7 for the Czech Republic, his nation's champion over 50 and 100 breaststroke, Wojciech Netr. In lane 2 for the Czech Republic, the national record holder, Matej Subaniec. In lane 8 for Ukraine, silver medalist in the 200 breaststroke. In the past few weeks, Maxim Ovchinnikov, he's in 6. In lane 3 for Ireland, 4 golds in the summer championships here in this venue on Corby. In lane 5 from Toulouse, bronze in the 200 breaststroke in the French championships this year, Lucien Wagnes. Fastest qualifier in lane 4 for the Netherlands, Luca Janssen. So Janssen qualifying in 2:11.22. Verniers the second fastest. Corby third fastest for Ireland. Ovchinnikov for Ukraine qualifying in fourth spot in this men's 200 breaststroke final.
Yeah, cannot wait for this one. This is going to be super tight. Look at Janssen, the great Dutch swimmer. He was 1:02.9, I think it was, at the 100-meter mark this morning, whereas the two boys either side of him, the Irish local man Corby and Verniers of France, were 1:04. So they're going to have to be a bit tighter to Janssen if they want to have a chance at that European gold. I expect Janssen to take it out, and it'll all depend if Corby goes with him, Verniers goes with him. It's very, very close, and we have Ovchinnikov of Ukraine is also a 2:12.7. So it's really, really tight. Expect the field to kind of spread out at the 100, 125 meter mark. Men's 200 meter breaststroke. 4 lengths to decide the European champion.
Janssen in 4, Verniers 5, Corby 3, Ovchinnikov 6. Finally, the men's 200 breaststroke. Underway, Mladenovic in 1, Sabajnik in 2, Corby in 3, Janssen 4, Verniers 5, Ovchinnikov 6, Netra in 7, and Kroos of the Netherlands in lane 8. Good start in 2 actually by Sabajnik, 5 by Lucien Verniers, man from Toulouse, the 18-year-old who picked up bronze in the 200 breaststroke at the French Championships earlier in the summer. He's got a nice advantage here approaching 50. Ovchinnikov trying to fight back on him a little bit. And Corby in 6th place for Ireland at that. It's Verniers who leads. Ovchinnikov in 2nd place, 0.16 behind. Janssen in 3rd, and 4th Zabojnik for the Czech Republic, Czechia.
Yeah, Verniers very fast, 29.34 on the way out. He's looking really strong. As below him, Janssen in the black hat there, spearheading through the water, trying to catch up. And above lane number 5, the leader at the minute, Verniers, is Ovchinnikov of Ukraine, looking super strong. Corby having a bit of trouble hanging with these three. As we touch, what's the time? It's a 1:02.42 for Ovchinnikov of Ukraine. Verniers also a 1:02, as is Janssen. Corby needs to step it up to catch up these three. At the minute, Verniers looks really, really good in the white hat of France.
Sabajnik was in 4th place there. Corby was in 5th. They were both marginally outside the medals, heading for the final turn. Verniers just hanging on at the moment in lane 5, but Ovchinnikov coming at him in 6, and Janssen in lane 4, and also in 8. Kroos for the Netherlands. This is going to be very tight when they come through. Verniers, Janssen, Ovchinnikov. And now up in 4th place his own Corby for Ireland, 1:37.54, just about 0.7 down on the medals. He was making up a bit of time on the maul. He was the 2nd fastest actually, Corby, in that 50. Don't know if it'll be enough, but it's Verniers who's leading the way for France. In lane 5, moving up in 6 is Ovchinnikov, Janssen in 4. Ovchinnikov's making a good burst, and also Kroos for the Netherlands, but will he make it in time into the medals? Verniers is holding out. Verniers, Janssen, Ovchinnikov, the 1-2-3, and Kroos just edged out, 2:11.90 in 4th spot. Zabojnik in 5th, Corby in 6th. Good win, Lucien Verniers, the European champion, with Janssen edged out by exactly 3/4 of a second. Very good win by the Frenchman Verniers, 2:10.04. Janssen 2nd, Ovchinnikov in 3rd.
Yeah, Verniers just commanded that race from the very, very start. Was out first at the 50 and just controlled it the whole way. Janssen was coming. Ovchinnikov was trying to hang tough. He actually led, I think, maybe at the 100-meter mark he did. But Verniers showed his class. Kroos out in, he was way out in lane 8, I think it was coming home like a freight train for 2:11.9. Not quite enough. The top 3 a good bit clear. Corby in the end couldn't hang on. Back at the 2:12.9 for 6th position. Well, Verniers, a 2:10.04. Just missing out in that 2:09, but he was over the moon. European under-23 champion for the French team.
Yeah, real quality win. And by a good margin as well, the truth be told. 0.75 clear of the rest.
Great race, well, wasn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, a great battle for second and third. But good margin in the end, actually. Janssen was quarter of a second clear of Ovchinnikov. Ovchinnikov was 3/4 of a second clear of Kroos.
When you actually look at it, it wasn't that close, but it seemed quite close as we were watching it.
It felt it.
Yeah.
It definitely felt it. I was just saying, it is a sellout. If you're wondering about the empty seats there, that is the team section on the far side. The public section is on the near flank, and frankly, it is crammed, looking both to our left and right. Lots of fans from different nations around as well. So a good victory for Lucien Fernies. He is the European champion, and he's with Andrew Bree.
All right, here with our French winner, Lucien Fernies, on that 200-meter breaststroke, a pure display of poetry in motion. You came back in a 33.66. Did you see the other guys beside you on the other side, in the other lanes?
Not really, I don't see them. Just
straight through, you're in your own world. So breaststroke obviously is it requires not only endurance, but strategy. So what was your key words? Do you replay any key words in your head as you move through, especially the third 50? Is there any like key things that you say, let's get up and go?
I tried to start fast, but easy. And then getting faster and faster.
Oh, it looked fantastic to watch. It was a great display of breaststroke. And of course, coming into next year, we've got Paris coming up. So we'll have to drop a little bit of time. I think that is a qualifying time. You said there just before the interview went live, your best, you went to 2:12 this morning, your best is at 2:11, so you're not far off the world of sub 2:10 breaststroke, and that's some serious moving. So big congratulations, well done, great support from your French teammates. Put your hands together, 2:10.04 wins the men's 200-meter breaststroke.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the men's 200 metres breaststroke. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Krista Magnuson, LEN Vice President, Junie Carvo, World Aquatics Integrity Unit Member, and Una May, CEO of Sport Island. Third place and winner of the bronze medal, representing Ukraine, Maxim Ovchinnikov. In second place, winner of the silver medal, representing Netherlands, Luca Janssen. And in first place, winner of the gold medal and your European under-23 swimming champion, representing France, Lucien Fernies. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge your champion and medal winners here for the men's 200 metres breaststroke.
And on we go. The finals keep on rattling along in Dublin. Second night of these European under-23s of the three. Final of the women's 50 freestyle, and in 9 for the Czech Republic from Bino Barbora Januszkova. In lane 0 for Germany, European junior gold in the 50 freestyle, Nina Jassy from the Essen Swimming Club. Lane 8 for Slovakia, the 5-time national champion this summer in Slovakia, Teresa Ivan. In lane 1 for the Netherlands, the new European 50 backstroke under 23 champion Tessa Geiler. In lane 7 for the United States from the University of Louisville, Julia Dennis. In lane 2 for Serbia, the Mediterranean Games 50 backstroke champion, Nina Stanisavljevic. Silver in the 50 backstroke, the European Juniors 2 years ago. Lane 6 for Denmark, Elizabeth Eberson. Lane 3 for Poland, European short course gold, 4x50 medley 4 years ago, Cornelia Petkovic. Lane 5 for Slovenia, Mediterranean Games double relay champion last year, Neza Kranjčar. And in lane 4 for the United States, 2 team silvers in the NCAAs for Grace Cooper. Cooper is the quickest qualifier, 24.96. Neza Kranjčar next up for Slovenia. Petkovic, the second fastest European in this. She goes in lane 3.
Yeah, tight one. This is going to be similar to the men's. All going to be about reaction to the gun. And how can you transition from your underwater kicks to your breakout and then hold that speed through 25, 30, 35 meters. And the last 15 meters, so crucial. Finish on a full stroke, right onto your side, and get your hand on the wall. We saw that with Bilas, the Greek swimmer on the male side, winning that in a 21.8. But at the minute, only one swimmer sub 25. That is the American Grace Cooper. But she has some fast swimmers either side of her. It's going to come down to the start and that breakout, as it usually does in the 50 free.
The final of the women's 50 meters freestyle. So Cooper in 4, qualifying the fastest. Kranjčar in 5, Petkovic in 3. All interested to see who emerges first, and it will be Cooper in 4. If she takes it, then the second placer is the European champion. But Kranjčar is right up with her in lane 5. And in 7, Julia Dennis for the United States as well. This is going to be very fascinating. And in 3, Petkovic. Cooper in 4, still hanging on. Kranjčar trying to overtake. Kranjčar did it! Kranjčar takes the gold for Slovenia to be the European champion. Cooper in second place. Petkovic the European silver. And Teresa Ivan of Slovakia, the European bronze medal. Fabulous final, great race, and Kranjčar shining magnificently to become the European champion for Slovenia in lane 5. Just got past Cooper in the end. That was a tremendous finish, so just watch out. In lane 5 there, just got there, only just got there by 800ths. What a result for Neza Kranjčar.
Yeah, Kranjčar, everything moving forward that last 15 meters. She looked like she wasn't going to be beaten. Cooper couldn't really hang with her, even though it's only, 0.08 of a difference. It looked like more than that, almost coming into the wall. So Kranjčar with a super swim, 24/7. That's a world-class swim from her. Into the wall. Cooper, our fastest qualifier from this morning, gets second, the commemorative second. Petkovic of Poland, 25.06, gets the European silver and the European bronze. All the way out in lane number 8, Teresa Ivan of Slovakia, 25.2. So that was super close, just like the men's. And the fastest qualifier didn't win. Somebody outside, so it just shows you. And I think it happened, but these swimmers will, all those medal swimmers there will be involved in the skins coming up. Not too long,
still waiting
45 from now.
We're still waiting for that result to be ratified, by the way, and now it has been in the 50 freestyle, so no worries for anybody in it. Neza Kranjčar with a really, really excellent victory. Got to the wall ahead of Grace Cooper. Taking it by 800ths ultimately. So Kranjčar the gold, Cooper the ceremonial silver, Petkovic the European silver, and Teresa Ivan picking up the European bronze. Right, let's hear then from Neza Kranjčar. She is with Andrew Bree.
All right, not only under 25, well under 25 seconds. Was that a personal best?
Yeah, I swam even faster than like 2 weeks ago in Fukuoka at the World Champs, so
I'm really surprised about it.
It's the luck of the Irish. That's what we've got here in the energy in the NAC. It was a fantastic race. You really held not only the speed throughout the 25 to the 35, but the technique. Is that something you've been working on, like closing out those last kind of 15, 20 meters?
Oh yeah, of course. Just put my head down and sprint till the end.
And final question, I know you need to get back and swim down as well, but final question, how much kind of like deep meditation do you go into that visualization world where you've raced this 1,000 times in your head and then you just step up and get into that flow state?
Yeah, I'm practicing it every day, so I think that helps. Everyone should do it.
I agree. Fantastic race. Get inside the mind, get that gold. 24.76, the women's 50 freestyle winner. Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 50 metres freestyle. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Tris Cost, LEN Executive Director, Evelyn Fitzpatrick from Aqualine, and Shane Ryan, Olympian and World Aquatics Athletes Commission. In third place, winner of the bronze medal, representing Slovakia, Teresa Ivan. In second place, winner of the silver medal, representing the United States of America, Grace Cooper. Second European, representing Poland, Kornelia Wojtkiewicz. And in first place, and winner of the gold medal, and your European Under-23 champion, representing Slovenia, Niza Klenka. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your champion and medal winners here for the women's 50 metres freestyle.
Well, the tremendous competition is continuing in Dublin. We've got the men's 200 metres butterfly final. You'll be forgiven for thinking you're seeing double in a moment. You're not. So now the reigning Islamic Games 200 metres butterfly champion, Ramil Valazada of Azerbaijan. He's in lane 0. European junior bronze in the 200 fly last year. In 8 for Portugal, Kevins Absenis. In lane 1 for Turkey from Bursa, Polat Turnali. In lane 7 for Spain, Miguel Martinez. In lane 2 for Ukraine, silver in the 200 fly in the 2018 Youth Olympic Games and the Military World Games 2019, Denis Kezil. In lane 6 for France, Noyan Telan. In lane 3 for the United States, Aaron Shackle. So in lane 5 for Poland, silver in the 200 fly, European and World Juniors last year, Michał Chmielewski, beaten to gold in both those finals by his twin brother and the World Championship silver medalist of the 200 fly in recent weeks, Krzysztof Chmielewski of Poland in lane 4. So Krzysztof in 4, Michał in 5, Aaron Shackle in 3 for the United States, and Noyan Telan, the third fastest European to qualify for this final in lane 6. This is not unprecedented. We have had it in athletics, obviously the Estonian triplets in the Olympic marathon in Rio, the Luik triplets, and the Bakker twin brothers in the 1500 meters at the Paralympic Games in Rio as well. I think it was gold and fourth they finished in that. Adel Bakker took the gold.
So at least one's wearing a red hat and one's wearing a white hat, so we know. Christoph in 4, Michal in 5. 4 lengths.
So the men's 200 butterfly underway. Vadazada in 0, Tonali in 1, Kessel in 2, Shackle in 3, Krzysztof Chmielewski in 4, Michał Chmielewski in 5, Taylor in 6, Martinez in 7, and Aspanis in 8 in this men's 200 fly. Good start by Krzysztof Chmielewski, Michał alongside. Currently going well, but I'll tell you in 7, Martinez flying for Spain also. So the first 50, it is Krzysztof Chmielewski leading, Martinez in 2nd, Kessel in 3rd. 800ths of a lead for Krzysztof Chmielewski at that 50 mark.
Yeah, solid lead so far. We expected from Krzysztof. He was silver medalist a few weeks ago in Fukuoka. He was a 153 there, so he's definitely a class ahead at the moment. And then number 7, Martinez, the Spaniard, going super strong, so the gap quite big. 4 and 7 out ahead. It is Krzysztof. He's 54 and 51 on the way out. 0.8 back is Martinez. And the Shackle of the United States, 0.8 back also. So expect Krzysztof now, Krzysztof Chmielewski, to pull away from his twin brother and the rest of the field. In the white hat, he's a class on his own here. Coming from 2 weeks previously, a World Championship silver medalist. He wants to make this a gold in the European Under-23s. Chmielewski of Poland, first at the 150.
Again, he's one of the top 2 in the world right now, and it is Krzysztof Chmielewski in the gold medal position, Shackle in 2nd, but it is now Michał Chmielewski who's up into the European silver medal position in 3rd, and Martinez down in 4th place, which will be a European bronze. If Shackle can obviously stay in the top 3, it's Krzysztof Chmielewski leading. Now can Michał Chmielewski make it another family double? He might just do it. Taylor is moving up well for France, but it's Krzysztof Chmielewski who's the European champion, and the silver goes to Taylor to divide the Chmielewski twins. Michał gets the bronze, Taylor the silver, and Krzysztof Chmielewski, the world 200 meters silver medalist in the fly, just a couple of weeks ago in Fukuoka, takes the European Under-23 crown. He's the European junior and world junior champion in this, where Michał, his twin brother, got the silver, but they've been divided now by Noe and Taylor. Chmielewski 1, Taylor 2, Chmielewski 3.
Yeah, proud parents. Krzysztof and Michał both on the podium. Michał only edging out Kessel of the Ukraine by under 0.1 of a second, 0.09 of a second. Taylor of France, the silver in a 156.4, a way class clear of the field is Krzysztof Chmielewski of Poland. Real display there, 154.6, expected to maybe be slightly slower than he was 2 weeks ago at the World Championships. But he gets the job done, and he is the men's 200 meter butterfly champion here at the inaugural European Under-23 Championships. That was a fantastic swim. I was hoping the two twins would go 1 and 2, but I suppose 1 and 3 will have to do.
Well, they continue to hoover up medals. It is so impressive that they can be 2 of the best in the world. It's always impressive when you've got twins who can come through and who are almost equally as good as the other. I mean, you see it happening quite a bit. I was thinking of Gary and Phil Neville for a second there, who obviously both played at a World Cup in football alongside each other. This is quite something, Chmielewski. So he's the European Junior, World Junior, European Under-23 champion, and then the World Senior silver in Fukuoka in recent weeks. And with Paris around the corner for the Olympic Games, he really is banging on the door right now. And Mihaw's not that far off either, frankly.
No, he's not. So it's going to be all eyes on the Paris Olympics now after this competition. You know, Leon Marchand was the champion in that, the famous French swimmer at his home Olympics. He'll be going for the gold in the 200 fly, as well as the 200 metres individual medley and the 400 metres individual medley. Recently broke Michael Phelps's record, but can't wait for that. But looks like our champion is getting ready to be interviewed by Mr. Andrew Bree in a wee moment. Not too many more finals to bring you.
We're going to have a double interview, which is just right. He's going to speak to both the gold and the bronze medalist. And maybe this breaks with convention a little bit, but you know what? This is spot on. This is going to be a really good double interview. Let's join Andrew Bree.
All right, here with the second most famous twins on the island. We got the Whiffen brothers, and now we got our Polish visitors. Fantastic swim, gentlemen. We wanted to pull you both in for a post-race interview. I just want to know what a daily routine looks like for you guys. Are you rivals in the water and rivals out of the water?
We are just rivals on the training and in the water only.
In the water only. Nice, nice, nice. And do you all live for the same place? Do you all train together, live together?
Yeah, we live together, we train together every day.
Fantastic. Now, I just asked you just before the race or the race interview went live, what that time was like. Were you happy with that? It was obviously a good drop from this morning, a second just outside your best, so you'll take a few days off and then get back to work with obviously the goal of Paris next year.
Yeah, I'm happy with the time because I was expecting this time because it's the 1 week after the World Champs. The World Champs was the main competition for me and I was expecting it.
Fantastic. Now, what does it feel like? Is it, as obviously the butterfly, we're breathing forward. So what goes through your mind when your brother just takes off on the first 50?
I don't think while I'm swimming.
That's a good answer. Don't think when you swim, just swim. Ladies and gentlemen, the twins from Poland, a fantastic display of 200-meter butterfly. Well done, gentlemen.
Ceremonies here for the men's 200 metres butterfly. Medals will be presented by Antonio Silva, LEN President, World Aquatics Vice President, Oliver Dingley, Olympian and Secretary of the LEN Athletics Commission, and Circa Nicleric, Swim Island Board Member. Third place, the winner of the bronze medal, representing Poland, Michael Chmielewski. In second place, winner of the silver medal, representing France, Nguyen Talang. And in first place, winner of the gold medal, and your European under-23 swimming champion, representing Poland, Krzysztof Chmielewski. Ladies and gentlemen, we present you your champion and medal winners here for the men's 200 metres butterfly.
So we go on. It is the women's 400 metres individual medley. 7 in this final. Dakota Tucker of South Africa going in lane 1. In 7 for France, Camille Tissandi. In lane 2 for Germany, European Junior gold for Kelly Messel. In lane 7 for Poland, it's Alexandra Knop. Lane 6, actually. In lane 3 for Serbia, she's just won silver in the 200 fly. Anya Krevar, European Junior gold medalist twice. Short course silver, 400 IM. In lane 5 for Ireland, the European 200 IM champion under 23, silver in the 100 fly for Ellen Walsh. And lane 4 for the United States, taking the ceremonial gold in that 200 IM final, Justina Kozan. They're the two fastest again, Kozan for the USA, Walsh for Ireland, and Anya Krevar as well, silver in the 200 fly, second fastest European in this.
Yeah, just 7 swimmers here. So Walsh is the fastest European qualifier here, just behind Kozan of the States. But gonna be tight. Expect Walsh to be right up there, almost leading probably after the breaststroke leg. Definitely after the fly leg, she should be right up there. That's her specialty. And can she add another gold for Ireland at these championships? Approaching 7:30 here, Irish time, on Saturday night here in Dublin. So 8 lengths of the pool, 2 of each stroke, butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and you finish off with freestyle. To decide the women's 400 metres individual medley champion.
So underway in the final of the women's 400 AM, Dakota Tucker in 1 for South Africa, Messel in 2 for Germany, Krevar in 3 for Serbia, Kozan in 4 for the United States, Walsh in 5 for Ireland, Knop in 6 for Poland, Tissandi in 7 for France. So the butterfly to start off. It's not a bad start for Walsh. She's in the pink for Ireland. Literally, she's hoping to be figuratively as well. Tell you what, Knop going well in 6, Tissandi in 7, and also in 2, Messel. This is going to be quite tight after the opening 50. And leading the way is Krevar, Messel, Tucker in 4th spot. Also up there is Tissandi. Walsh is in 7th spot, but there's only 0.68 between all of those 7 once they hit the wall after the first 50 of the fly. Moving up is Kozan well. Now a fight back for Ellen Walsh for Ireland, and also Krevar for Serbia. Leading the way, heading towards the 100 mark as the butterfly turns into the backstroke. So after 100 of the 400, it is Krevar leads, Kozan in 2nd spot, Knop in 3rd, 4th is Tucker, 5th is Walsh, just about a second behind the leader Krevar of Serbia.
Yes, it's super exciting, very close. A lot closer than I thought it would be after the butterfly. So at the moment, all these girls, very, very tight. The backstroke sort of kind of almost overlooked sometimes in the 400 IM, but Walsh just has to stay in touch here. Kozan is a super experienced swimmer, and below her in lane number 3, Krevar, we've seen her before at these championships. She looks to be putting the hammer down ever so slightly, but it is out in lane 1, excuse me. Tucker taking the lead from Krevar, from Kozan, and Walsh is now 4th. So expect Walsh to try and push up as we get to this breaststroke leg. The breaststroke leg will really change how this field is looking. Trust me, after the breaststroke leg is going to be a clear favourite for the freestyle.
So the situation there, it is South Africa 1, USA 3, Krevar leading for Europe, Walsh in European silver medal position at the moment. Approaching halfway, the backstroke giving way to the breaststroke. And it is tight between lanes 3 and 6. And moving up is Tucker too. So Tucker leads, Knop in 2nd, Kozan in 3rd. In 4th place, European silver position at the moment is Walsh. And in 5th, now European bronze position, is Krevar for Serbia. Into the breaststroke then. This is so tight between Kozan and Walsh in 4 and 5. And Tucker in 1 for South Africa. Still Kozan moving up. Walsh alongside. They were the top 2 last night in the 200 IM. Kozan taking the ceremonial gold, and Walsh the European gold for Ireland. And these are the top 2 again now emerging Who's going to be leading at 250? It is Walsh for Ireland in front. Kozan second, Tucker third, which means fourth place Trevor is the European silver right now, and fifth Knop for Poland is the European bronze medal. But holding it away, it's Ellen Walsh for Ireland, ahead of Kozan for the United States. There's the psychological advantage of taking the gold in this, but Walsh wants all the titles here. Moving up, the freestyle on the way. It's Ellen Walsh who's still holding a slight advantage. Tucker trying to fight back in third, and now Krevar for Serbia moving up to third overall if she can make it. So the final turn with 100 to go, and it's Walsh still leading Kozan by 0.21. Tucker in third. Walsh has got a big lead in European terms. Krevar is 2 seconds behind Walsh.
Yeah, what a turn from Walsh. She's right in the mix. She's leading European, as Will just said, but she'll want to win this race in her own right. Her freestyle usually her weakest part, but she's built up such a lead on the other Europeans. It looks like LEN won. Tucker, she's built up a massive lead on her as well. Kozan slightly pulling away, but Walsh has built up such a buffer. She could well be the European champion. I wouldn't bet against her. She's miles clear. She is going to be the European champion. What a turn from Walsh as she kicks for home.
So it's Kozan against Walsh to win the race. Kozan is going to get a ceremonial gold or silver, but Ellen Walsh is going to be a double European champion, winning the European 200 IM last night. She's going to win the European 400 IM. Kozan wins the race. Ellen Walsh is the European champion again. Ireland's fifth gold medal of the weekend.
What a swim.
In Abbottstown. Krevar takes the European silver. Tucker is fourth, and the European bronze goes to Camille Tissandi of France. That is a good win for Justina Kozan again for the United States. But Ellen Walsh picks up her second European gold of the week. What a night, what a weekend for Ellen Walsh, now the European 400 IM champion, under 23. Yes, she'd have liked to have won the race and beat Kozan again, but she has won 2 European gold medals now. 5 golds for Ireland, 6 medals overall, my word.
That's massive for Ellen. Just took off on that breaststroke. She really took it easy on that flying backstroke leg. She's a fly specialist, so that first 100-meter butterfly wouldn't have taken anything really out of her. She just hung tough in the backstroke and then extended on the breaststroke, and then herself and Kozan were just a class apart of the rest of the field. Couldn't quite have the freestyle leg to back it up as we see confirmation. Kozan 4:14.9, Walsh 4:42, the European champion. Krevar the silver, and Tissandi of France was the bronze.
And I'm afraid Dakota Tucker doesn't pick up a medal there for fourth spot. The only one of the top 5 not to, but them's the breaks. She was actually 2 seconds outside the top 3, Dakota Tucker, in the end. But this is a great night for Ellen Walsh, just like last night. Good win for Kozan and for Ellen Walsh, both champions. Ellen Walsh 4:42.37, a 5th Irish gold medal of the weekend for the host nation. More titles than any other country at these Europeans. So we'll hear from Kozan. We should really hear from Ellen Walsh as well, being now a double European champion. 4:42.37 for Walsh, Kozan 4:40.97. Krevar with that fine silver for Serbia, so another medal for her. Silver in the 200 fly earlier tonight, and now 2 silvers in the space of half an hour for her. And Tissandi as well, I have to say, marvellous from a French point of view to pick up the European bronze. So let's go down to Andrew Bree, who's certainly got one with him, one winner.
All right, I'd say a lot of people in here could join me. I think I've almost lost my voice there, supporting both of you swimmers in that great rivalry. We seen it last night. We knew it was going to be another very, very close race. How do you feel after? Did you know what was going on? Please tell me you heard the noise.
On the breaststroke, every time I took a breath, I was hearing everyone cheering, and it was really just making me go even faster. Thank you.
It was a great display from both of you. I was like right there. I was watching both of you glide. Really, really strong mental work with the discipline, holding that breaststroke glide. No one was really spinning out of control. And then the freestyle, just like last night, like my heart rate's about 180, 200. You're even calmer than me, but a fantastic race. What was that time like for you, 4:40.9?
It was very good. I think it's point something off my best, so I'm really happy with it.
Good job, good job. And what kind of training now? How do you balance all the 4 strokes in training? How do you get through a week where you're like, oh, today I got to do backstroke? As they say in swimming, what's your least efficient stroke?
I mean, I definitely enjoy training all the strokes. Maybe doing lots of breaststroke kind of gets boring for a little bit, but I still love training it.
Good stuff. Well, it all comes down to the training, and thank you so much for a wonderful performance. It was a close race all the way through, and we're just happy to have you here and happy to push all our swimmers to the absolute limit. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony here for the women's 400 metres individual medley. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Krista Magnuson, LEN Vice President, and Neve O'Sullivan, Director of High Performance Sport Ireland, and Uni Cavo, World Aquatics Integrity Unit member. In third place and winner of the silver medal, third place winner of the bronze medal, representing South Africa, Dakota Tucker. Third European, representing France, Camille Tassandi. In second place, winner of the silver medal, representing Serbia, Anja Kriva. In first place, winner of the gold medal, representing the United States of America, Justina Kozan. And first European, representing Ireland, Ellen Walsh. Ladies and gentlemen, we present you your champion and medal winners here for the women's 400 metres individual medley.
What a remarkable weekend for Ireland. Medal tables are usually, personally, frankly irrelevant, but not if the country that's won most goals is a country with a population of 5 million. Anyway, the men's 400 IM, Eitan Ben Shittred of Israel in 9, Charlie Hutchison of Great Britain in 0, Michał Pieła of Poland, he's in lane 8. Lane 1 for the United States, it's Owen Lloyd. In 7 for Germany, Cedric Busing. In lane 2 for Hungary, it's Dominik Torok. Lane 6 for France, Emilien Matanet. In 3 for Greece, it's Apostolos Papastamos. In 5 for Hungary, Gabo Sambori. And in lane 4 for South Africa, the World Short Course 200 IM champion, bronze in the 400, and the NCAA 400 freestyle champion, Matt Sates. So Sates in 4, Zambori in 5 in the 400 IM. Papastamos in lane 3, the second fastest European in the 400 IM.
I expect this to be kind of similar to the women's. Kind of nip and tuck after the fly and breast, and the fly and back. And the breaststroke expect certain swimmers to pull away from the rest of the field. So Sates, the premium junior talent from South Africa, the fastest qualifier in a 4:11.58. Papastamos and Zambori either side of him some 3 seconds back. But the European gold is going to be a battle between them two, you would imagine. Watch out for the fly of Sates. But expect there to be a little bit of a change in lead as the 50s go by here. Men's 400 IM.
So underway in the men's 400 IM, the butterfly to start. Hutchison in lane 0 for Great Britain, Lloyd in 1, Torek 2, Papastamos in 3, Matt Sates in 4, Zambori 5, Matinee in 6, Boosing in 7, Pia in 8, and Ben Shitrit in 9, who's already won races here from an outside lane this week. Interesting to see what he does here. But at the end of the opening 50, it is Matt Sates, quality man, who leads the way. Hutchison in second and Ben Shitrit in third. So it's lane 0 in second, lane 9 in third, and one of the best in the world in lane 4. It's great for him to be here as an invitational swimmer, as part of the South African team, Matt Sates, and he is well out. He's a length ahead of Gabor Zambori, who's moved up really well in the last 50, but Ben Shitrit is still up there in 9. Hutchison in lane 0, Lloyd in 1, Butterfly giving away to the backstroke. It's Sates who leads, 56.12, 1.3 ahead of Lloyd now in 1, and Torok in 2. They've moved up well. In 4th is Zambori, in 5th is Hutchinson.
Yeah, I thought Sates would be ahead after the fly, the 20-year-old South African. He's a premium medley swimmer, but a really strong fly swimmer. But the rest of the field now beginning to come back on him. So whether he's switching off slightly intentionally or his backstroke's quite weak, well, I suppose we'll never know. But the rest of the field now coming back on him, especially in lane number 5, Zambori. Looked like he might take the lead. No, it's not. It's Hutchinson out in lane number 0 taking the lead. This is really tight for a 400 medley. This makes for great neutral viewing. So coming in this backstroke, it's so tight. That's a great camera angle there. Sates dropped right the way back, actually. Rare you see that.
Yeah, Zambori in 5th was in the European bronze medal position there. So Sates reeled in, down in 3rd spot. Backstroke going to make way to the breaststroke in a few moments as we hit halfway. It's going to be the 200-meter mark. They're spread out well. Lloyd is going brilliantly too. Hutchison, Papastamos, and Boosing the 1-2-3. It's Europeans in the 1-2-3. 4th is Lloyd. 5th is Matinee. Sates in 7th spot right now as we go into the breaststroke. This is really going to divide them up. Papastamos is moving up well for Greece in lane 3. Hutchinson has pushed back well in lane 0, frankly, for Great Britain, heading up towards the 250 mark. Papastamos has really shown his way well, and boosting for Germany. So at 250, the lead is held by Papastamos. Hutchinson's still there, half a second down, and boosting in 3rd, just about a second behind our leader for Greece, Apostolos Papastamos.
Yeah, Papastamos is the premium breaststroker, but here comes Sates coming back ever so slightly. I don't know if he's switched off in that sort of middle 150 metres, but Sates is coming back. Hutchison falling off ever so slightly. On top of your picture in 7, Bressing's having a really, really strong race too. And in 5 coming through Zambori. Wow, are we set up for a last fast 100? It looks like it could be Bressing maybe, up in 7. Yeah, it is. Cedric Bressing of Germany, 3:16.45. This is super tight in the freestyle. Who has the legs? Who has the endurance to take this one home?
So into the freestyle, and Sates has moved right up again. He wants to get his green medal. Busing leading from a European viewpoint. Ben Chitrid had fell back quite a bit. He was 10th of the 10 at that last check mark, but 50 to go. Here comes the final turn, and Matt Sates has come right back into it. 3:45.95. Busing is our leading European. Zambori in the European silver medal position, and Matinee in 4th in the European bronze. Sates will sedate for a while, not now. Busing from a European viewpoint is rocketing up, and here comes Zambori in 5. Look at him go! Sates hanging on from a global viewpoint, but Busing in 7, Zambori in 5, and Busing takes the European gold ahead of Zambori. Sates wins the race, and the European bronze goes to Matinee. What a finish that was! Just edged through, Busing ahead of Zambori for the European title, and Sates wins the race for his congratulatory gold medal.
Yes, Sates, a strange race. He was so far ahead at the 100-meter mark after the fly dropped way back during the backstroke in the first half of the breaststroke, but finished off super well. Sates 4:14, he takes the ceremonial gold. Bressing, the European champion, 4:14.7. Zambori in a 4:15.4 is the European silver medalist, and Matinee of France came from nowhere to get the bronze. Charlie Hudson dropping back for 6th position, but that was so tight for a 400 medley coming into the wall. You couldn't call it. Bressing up there. You know, Bressing was in the race the entire time, really, out in lane 7, almost racing on his own. But Sates, 4:14.7, gets his hand on the wall by 1/100th of a second over Cedric Bressing. Great shot that, look at that. So super race for the 400 medley there.
Yeah, Cedric Busing. What a fabulous result for Germany to be European champion, and running Matt Sates so close, who won the race in the end. Busing just got his way ahead of Zambori again. Competes for Indy in the NCAA, does Busing. That has worked really well for him. Turned 20 in June, did Busing. He's the European champion for Germany. Matt Sates has a little bit more silverware to bring home with him to South America, who obviously, in terms of the NCAA circuit, as so many of the top names go, is NCAA champion as well. Plus that World Short Course gold last year in the 200 IM.
Yeah, it's rare you see a 400 medley swim like that, how Sates did it there. Just way ahead after the fly and then dropped right the way back until the end of the breaststroke. So, and just had a sublime freestyle. He's a great 200 freestyler. He's been 1:45.1 on the 200 free, so you know he's a really strong freestyler. So as soon as he was in the mix on the freestyle, you knew it was going to be hard to beat, but Bressing pushed him really, really hard, the NCAA swimmer.
The hot action will continue, the men's 400 freestyle plus the skins races, men's and women's. And if you've not seen that before, well, that is quite something. And a reminder for the public, last 3 sessions sold out. The only empty seats in the stadium will be the team seats over on the far side, as we've so many swimmers here. That's the way it is. So, to sate your thirst for Andrew Bree, here he is with our race winner, men's 400 IM.
All right, swim fans, what a fantastic race. Just check your eyes on the scoreboard one more time. 1/100th of a second over 400 meters on a grueling 400 IM. Did you see the German come after you in that race?
No, I actually didn't. I was reading the other way.
Breathing the other way. Now, just as you were getting ready to come over here, it took you about 2 minutes to put on your hoodie. I can't blame you, because that was just a grueling swim. Now listen, your freestyle, you really moved. Can you swim us through, or can you talk us through that strategy for that race?
Yeah, the strategy was to just have a really fast finish and just to see how hard I could push that last 50. And I'll put my head down on the last 5 meters.
No, it was a fantastic display of skill and pure grit and glory, of course, as you got your hand on the wall. So reflecting on your journey, what advice for those young aspiring 400 IMers coming up? What would you tell them to focus on in training on a day in, day out basis to work on that 400 IM?
I would say one of the biggest things with the 400 IM is just the mentality coming into it. So training, you just need to train hard so you have that confidence when you come into the race.
And what was that time like for you, 4:14?
It's a bit far from my best, but it's always nice here to swim in Ireland, and thanks for welcoming us.
Well, you're very welcome. We hope to see you swim again. All the best. Ladies and gentlemen, clap your hands. Our winner by 1/100th of a second, Matthew Sates.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the men's 400 meters individual medley. Medals on this occasion being presented by Dr. Una May, CEO of Sport Ireland, Kevin Dowling, Swim Ireland, past president, Alan Bennett, operations manager, Sport Ireland and National Aquatic Centre. In third place, winner of the bronze medal, representing France, Emilien Matinet. In second place, and winner of the silver medal, representing Hungary, Gabor Zombori. In first place, and winner of the gold medal, representing South Africa, Matthew Sates. First European, representing Germany, Cedric Busing. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge your champion and medal winners here for the men's 400 meters individual medley.
So now the final of the men's 400 freestyle. Another hot competition. So lane 0, European semi-finalist last year with a national record, Sasho Bosca. Lane 8 for Israel, Yoav Romano's already medalled in the relay here with a bronze for Israel. In lane 1 for Germany, 4th in the 15 freestyle final last night, Oliver Clement. World gold, 4x15 last year. Lane 7 for Spain, Ferran Julia. Lane 2 for Greece, the new European under-23 200 freestyle champion, Dimitrios Markos. In lane 6 for Bulgaria, Jordan Yanchev. In lane 3, the new European junior champion of the 200, 400, 800 freestyle in Belgrade, world junior record for Peter Mitzin. In lane 5 for the United States, Rex Mara, already a ceremonial medalist here this week. And in lane 4 for Ireland, the new European under-23 1500 freestyle champion, Daniel Whiffen. He goes in for the fastest qualifier, one of the fastest men around right now. Whiffen in 4, Mara in 5, Mitzin the second fastest European going in 3, and Yanchev also a Bulgarian 6.
Yeah, gonna be super tight. Whiffen has it in him, Mitzin has it in him. Both those guys being 3:44. And Rex Moore of the States will really push them as well. Whiffen looking confident, taking his time to take all his gear off. Give a cheeky wee kiss to the camera there as he walked out. That's confidence for you. So Whiffen, he was through in about 350, I think it was, 351, I think it might have been, on his 1500. So, and he had 1100 to go, so you expect some speed from him here. This is going to be super tight and super hard to call. It's going to come down. It's the last 100 meters, expected to be kind of nip and tuck up until then. I can't wait to see how they're going to approach this race. Men's 400 meter freestyle final.
Ireland have won 5 golds already. 2 doubles. Whiffen hoping to make it a hat-trick of double golds. It's Boscan in 0, Clement in 1, Marcus in 2, Mitson in 3, Daniel Whiffen in 4, Mara in 5, Yanchev 6, Julia 7, and Romano in 8 in this men's 400 freestyle. Whiffen taking the gold so well in that 1500 freestyle. So fast it was last night as well. One of the fastest of all time. Top 20 certainly. He turns after 50 in second place behind Rex Mara of the United States. Whiffen in second, Mitson third in the European silver, and Marcus 4 for Greece, the European bronze.
Yeah, Whiffen looks super strong. It'll all depend on what kind of form Mitson is on. He set that 344 all the way back in January. So we'll have to say it's usually unusual to see somebody swim so fast in January. So we'll see what kind of form he's at. But it's going to be Whiffen at the 100 meter mark. Watch the time, 53.6. That's moving. 53.6 is moving. So Whiffen will continue to try and build this. He's decided to take this one out ahead of the rest of the field. Mitson sitting on his shoulder, as is the American Mora above him.
It's been one of the themes of the night. Twins who are so good. Whiffen is one, of course, as well. But having picked up that gold in the 1500, 4th places in the World Championships, double 800 and 1500 in Fukuoka a couple of weeks ago, Whiffen leads by 1/100th of a second ahead of Mitson of Bulgaria. This is a big fight. And now Morier moving up as well in 3rd place. And in 4th is Marcus of Greece, which is currently the European bronze medal position. But it's Mitson who's moving his way out in front with that triple gold in all the freestyles. 2, 4 and 8 in Belgrade recently in the European juniors. And a halfway in the 200, it's Mitson who leads 151.18.58 ahead of Whiffen. Mitson 1, Whiffen 2, Mara 3 and Marcus 4 in the European bronze.
Mitson's made his move at 200 metres. Can Whiffen live with him? Does he have the speed that Mitson has to hang tough? The speed, endurance. Has Mitson gone too early? We will find out. Expect Whiffen to hang tough. He's a tough competitor. But Mitson really taking this to the Irishman. He wants to spoil the local lads' party. 2:20.03. Mora pointing it back. Whiffen a whole second back. Whiffen will have work to do, but he's lurking. He's lurking and he fancies it, you know he does. But at the moment, Mitson, the Bulgarian swimmer, is even pulling away maybe from the field. Whiffen's going to have work to do on the Greek swimmer just below. Marcos, our 200 freestyle champion, trying to do what he did in the 200 meter final and come back hard at the end. Mitson at this moment in time.
And Marcus has come into the fight for gold as well now. Mitson leads 2:48.91, 1:18 clear of Mara. Marcus in 3rd place. 4th now, the European bronze is Daniel Whiffen. And here's a mark for you. Peter Mitson set a world junior record in this in Belgrade last month, 3:44.31. So remember that one. It's Mitson going really well. There's a big fight on here. Whiffen is fighting back the final turn. 50 to go after this. Leading the way is Mitson. Whiffen is up in his second again, 1:35 behind. Mara in 3rd. In 4th place now is Marcos with the European bronze medal. But it is Petar Mitson who is leading the way for Bulgaria here, and he leads by a leg with 25 to go. Whiffen's trying to fight back. Mara in 3rd spot for the United States. Petar Mitson, the treble European junior champion, is on the way to being European under-23 champion. Mitson has got it. Big win, 3:46.16. Whiffen gets the silver for Ireland. Mara gets the ceremonial bronze. Marcos gets the European bronze. Big win, Peter Mitzin, European Under-23 champion, 3:46.16 to turn Whiffen over. What a race, big win for Bulgaria. Petar Mitzin has done it.
Wow, super swim from Mitzin, you got to give it to him. You know, he took off at about coming up to 200 metres. Mitzin 3:46.16, Whiffen 3:47.57, and Moore 3:47.63. Back in third. And Marcos got the European bronze in a 3:50.42, couldn't come back, but Mitzin, just so much class, just turned on the speed after about 175 metres or so. Whiffen just doesn't have that speed endurance. He's more suited to the 800 and the 1500 events, the longer events, but still a gutsy swim from him, 3:47 to add another medal for Ireland. But you got to give it to the Bulgarian. When it mattered, he delivered. Petar Mitzin of Bulgaria is your European Under-23 champion. Wow, what a race that was, Will.
Wow, fantastic victory for Bulgaria. Tremendous success for him. That is Bulgaria's first medal this week. It is Ireland's 7th, 5 gold and 2 silver now. And let's join Andrew Bray with our champion, Petar Mitzin, for
All right, another fantastic battle of swimming. Not only mentally, physically, spiritually. What a fantastic race. So Petar, you really made a move on that race. What do you think gave you your advantage? What do you give that competitive edge as you won that?
Oh, I think that the swim that I made is really good. I didn't expect that fast time because the previous days I was not feeling really okay, and I'm so happy that I am first for the European U23 games.
Great job. Was it a mind game? Did you know that Daniel was going to, obviously in front of the home crowd, he wanted to win. Did you know that you had to really go in that third 100 meters?
Yeah, I tried to keep with him, and I am so happy that I had the chance to race against him, and I am so happy that the things happened like they were meant to be.
A superb victory for the Bulgarian man, Petar Mitzin. Put your hands together, 3:46.16 to win the men's 400 meter freestyle. Good job. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the men's 400 metres freestyle. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Marianne Angelescu, LEN Medical Committee member, Adrian Henchley, Mayor of Fingal, and John Foley, Chairman of Sport Islands. Third place, the winner of the bronze medal, representing the United States of America, Rex Mora. Third European, representing Greece, Dimitrios Markos. In second place, winner of the silver medal, representing Ireland, Daniel Whiffen. In first place, winner of the gold medal and your European Under-23 champion, representing Bulgaria, Petar Mitzin. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge your champion and medal winners here for the men's 400 metres freestyle.
So what a win, what a race in the end, you have to say, and an excellent success for Peter Mitsin of Bulgaria. So that was the 400 free. Now we're into the skins races. 6 in this. Sean Nierwold of the Netherlands going in 7 in this first round. In 2 it's Remy Fabiani of Luxembourg. Six, Kalen Bratanov up next for Bulgaria. 6 collegiate medals. Texas A&M he's with. Silver in the 200 IM in the SEC. Lane 3 for Croatia. Yara Hribar, World Junior 100 freestyle silver, bronze in the 50 free last year. The new European Under-23 50 freestyle champion for Greece in 5, Stergios Marius Bilas. And the bronze in that final for Ukraine, Vladislav Bukov. He is in 4, Bilas in 5. So this draw is based on the heats in the morning. In the 50 free, Bukov in 4, Bilas in 5. And Nicholas Lea, who took silver in the 50 freestyle final, is not in the skins race. So we lose 2 from this first round. Then 4 will swim off in the semi-final and a head-to-head in the final.
Yeah, so tactics come into play. You don't want to go too fast on the first one if you want to make it back. But also if you go too slow, you'll not get into the semi-final. So you have to time it right. You have to do just enough to get through without expending too much energy. So expected this to be a very different race than we saw for the original final about, what, an hour, 10 minutes ago. Can't wait for this one.
So the men's skin race, opening round, Fabiani in 2, Hribar in 3, Bukov in 4, Bilas 5, Bratanov 6 and Nierwold in 7. So underway, fast and furious, this is going to be. They'll be back in the pool in a couple of minutes. Starting well in 5 is Bilas, the new 50 freestyle European Under-23 champion. And moving up in 3, well, is Hribar for Croatia. And also Fabiani for Luxembourg is going brilliantly. It's the top 4 who progress. Fabiani's holding on. Fabiani is just about there, 22.09. Fabiani takes it. Hribar in 2nd, Nierwold 3rd, Bukov 4, and out go Bratanov in 5. And the European champion for tonight, Bilas, in 6th spot. He will not progress.
Yeah, notice it straight away. Well, Bilas was opting to breathe, every 2 or 3 strokes.
So
right at the end, sorry. Remy Fabiani 22.0. Hribar 22.18. Nierwold 22.17. The times don't really matter. It's just getting in doesn't really matter about the times. But I noticed he was breathing every 2 strokes at the end, so he was trying to conserve some energy. Didn't quite work out for him. 22.59, some almost 0.7, 0.8 slower than he was. So all the swimmers now will walk down. Some great shots. They'll walk down. They'll have a couple of minutes. It's usually about 3 or 4 minutes before they have to go again. And notice in the skins, there is no take your marks usually. There's no take your marks. There'll just be a whistle to get on the block. They'll get on the block, and then somewhere between 8 to 12 seconds, you'll have to go. So here's the second round.
So Nierwold will be in 3 this time. Fabiani being the fastest in that first round. He'll go in lane 4 for Luxembourg, Hribar 5, and Bukov 6 for Ukraine.
So as I was saying, there'll be no taker marks, so expect the times to drop now. They'll be a good bit slower as the lactate is swelling in the muscles of these, the fastest European Under-23 sprinters.
So straight back and ready to go. That was fabulous, I have to say, by Fabiani. Starting off in lane 2 for Luxembourg. The man who picked up 3 golds, 2 silvers in the games of small states of Europe last month. 200 backstroke national record, gold in the 50 and the 100 freestyle in the US Collegiate System, Western Athletic Conference, with Cali Baptist. So well worth watching out for. Here's in 4 now, Fabiani. Rebar in 5, World Junior Silver 100 freestyle. Last year in European Junior Silver in the 50 free. Quality. So Newald in 3, Fabiani 4, Rebar 5, Bukov 6.
Yeah, expect a lot more breathing going on in this one. Don't expect these swimmers to go no breath on this, the semi-final.
So away they go, the top 2 into the final. Good start by Newald in 3. Has Fabiani got another fast swim in him in 4. Rebar in 5 is going really well at the moment for Croatia. In lane 5 as well. Fabiani's been left behind a little bit here. Rebar's gone up well in 5. Bukov in 6, Newald in 3. It's between these 3. 2 spots in the final, and it's going to be taken by Rebar to face Bukov in the final. Rebar and Bukov have both made it. Fabiani and Newald missing out. Oh, what a contest that was. And Rebar winning 23.56. The time's considerably slower than last time, but they're now going out in another sprint. So Rebar 23.56, Bukov 23.68. Rebar will face Bukov for the gold.
Yes, the Australian swimmers going down there looked like almost like a front end of a 100-meter freestyle. They were breathing every 4, some of them every 6 strokes. So as the lactate's flowing now, comes a completely different race as fatigue really sets in now for these swimmers. They don't get any time to swim out or flush the lactate out. It's just straight back down. In a couple of minutes they're going to battle it out for the gold and silver. So time's completely irrelevant now. It's going to be a slow enough swim. Imagine it could be a 23 mid to high to win this one. Who has the better endurance? Will it be Rebar of Croatia or Bukov of Ukraine? Fascinating and a real different twist on sprint swimming. I wish it was at more competitions. This, the skins event, almost emulates more like a training session. Well, this, a lot of these swimmers will do training sessions just like this. Dive max 50, walk back, do it again after 3 or 4 minutes. Learn how to tolerate that fatigue, tolerate that lactic acid. So I'll tell you what, they'll be in some pain after this one.
So Yara Rebar of Croatia will be in lane 4. Vladislav Bukov of Ukraine in lane 5 in this final of the men's skins race. Rebar, 2 silvers and a bronze across the world in European Juniors last year. Bukov picking up the bronze in the 50 freestyle earlier tonight, and here he comes for his 4th 50 freestyle race of the night. The world junior champion in 2019 over the 50 free from Donetsk, 11th in the Olympic Games, bronze in the 50 and the 100 free at the Europeans in 2019.
Look how wrecked they are. Look at that shot. Oh, this is going to be a dogfight.
Rebar in 4 in the pink cap, Bukov in 5 in the white. The final of the men's skin race. So away they go again. Rebar in 4 for Croatia, Bukov in 5 for Ukraine. Bukov with a slight advantage at the moment as they reach halfway. Not a big advantage, only about a quarter of a length, if even that. Maybe an arm's length right now. But he's got enough, Bukov, and he's extending that lead. Just 5 more meters to go, and Bukov gets the win. Rebar in second place, 24.49 the winning time, and Bukov gets the victory for Ukraine.
Yeah, look at the times, 24.49 for Bukov, 25.1 for Rebar, all the way from a 22, so some 3 seconds slower. Bukov is your skins champion. Rebar gave it a valiant effort for the silver, and they're going to want to go to a quiet room and lie down after that. Wow, that is tough. But Bukov, disappointed to only grab the bronze in the individual 50 free, grabs the gold in the skins. So a little bit of a redemption story for the Ukrainian winner of the men's skin race.
That is Ukraine's A first gold, the third medal, 2 bronzes previously, including his tonight in the orthodox 50 freestyle final.
I'll tell you what, Will,
he's not doing an interview, I'm sure.
The interview is
Would
going to
you?
be interesting. If there is one. Look at him. Well done. Well done, Vladislav. Great swimming. Not easy to do that.
So, Bukov takes the gold, Hribar the silver, Nieuwold in third spot for the Netherlands, and those times obviously got slower and slower as we went on. It's not about the times, it's about the medals.
But pure racing, that's all it is. That's why I love it.
Yes, if I was him, I'd just run past Andrew Bree, but he probably can't run at this stage. He's still going to have to do an interview. Gold medalist. Let's have a few words.
Mentally tough. You mightn't even have any words for me, but how did you stand up there, mate? What was the walk back to H50 like?
It was really fun, but very harmful, you know. Very painfully for legs, arms, but it's also fun.
Now, your rival had a good start on you. The first 15, we thought he was going to sneak it, but last 35 meters, you really brought it home. Obviously, breathing a little bit more than you would on a 50. So you're happy overall. What have you got left in the competition?
Yeah, I'm happy, yes.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Fantastic stuff, ladies and gentlemen. 3 hard 50s of sprint freestyle. Here is your winner, Bukov from the Ukraine. Great swim, great swim.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the men's freestyle skins. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Adam Cox, head of the local organising committee, Gary Stoops, LEN TSC member, and Joan Hines, Swim Island board member. In third place, winner of the bronze medal from the Netherlands, Sean Nieuwold. In second place, and winner of the silver medal, representing Croatia, Jiri Hribar. And in first place, winner of the gold medal, and your inaugural European Under-23 Men's Skins Champion, representing Ukraine, Vladislav Bukov. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge your champion and medal winners here for the men's freestyle skins.
So that was the men's skin, the women's skin coming up. And if this was an invitational event, by the way, now quite a few of you watching from Ireland have said, why is there not been the prominent attention that Irish athletes, you might expect them to get? We are covering this for the world. There is a lot of neutrality. As a result of that, we've got the women's skin race on the way. And Teresa Ivan of Slovakia, she's in lane 7. Tessa Gill, who's already picked up gold this week. Great Dutch campaigner, she's in lane 2. Julia Dennis of the United States, she's in lane 6. Nina Stanisavljević of Serbia, she's in lane 3. Lane 5 for Poland, Kornelia Fidkovic, who's already picked up a relay medal here this week. And it was a gold for Poland. And Nisa Klančar picked up glory for Slovenia in the 50 freestyle. She is in lane 4.
Well, should we have a repeat of what the men did? All 6 men went max effort on the first one to make sure they got in. So, apart from Bilas, who tried to breathe, be a bit too cute with it, and he got caught out and didn't get back, so I expect maybe the same for these girls. Go out, max effort, and then after that, once you make it to the next round, you've just got to hang on and let the gods decide your fate. So 6 swimmers, top 4 advance. Just get your hand on the wall. You just got to beat 2 people.
So Skyler in 2, Stanisavljević 3, Klančar 4, Fidkovic 5, Dennis 6, Ivan 7. First round of the women's skin race. The top 4 will go through, the bottom 2 will go out. Good start by Klančar in 4, who took the gold in the 50 freestyle earlier tonight. So can she do what the men's champion couldn't earlier? She's keeping a good advantage. Ivan, who took the bronze, going well in 7 for Slovakia here, leading the way. Dennis fighting back for the United States. Klančar looks good in 4 at the moment. And it is Ivan Klančar, Stanisavljević and Dennis who progress. Out go Gajla and Fidkovic. So Fidkovic, who won silver. Gajla's been a gold medalist already this week. They are eliminated. And Teresa Ivan in 7, who won bronze in the 50 freestyle final earlier. Ivan takes it for Slovakia, 25.30. Klančar in 2nd, Stanisavljević in 3rd, and Dennis in 4th. They progress.
Yeah, looks to be a battle top 3 of the Balkan states: Slovakia, Slovenia, Serbia. Gail and Fidkovic. Fidkovic really didn't go for that one way back in 26.6, so must have been hurting when she dove in, didn't fancy it. But the swimmers make the faithful walk back. She's got loads of energy. That is Julia Dennis, I think, maybe. No, it's Ivan of Slovakia. She's loving every minute of it, as is Dennis. And here we go. The top 4 going to battle it out in a minute or so.
So the draw for the second round for the semi-final: Stanisavljević in 3, Ivan in 4, Klančar in 5, and Dennis in 6. So Stanisavljević in 3 for Serbia. Mediterranean Games champion in the 50 backstroke, European Junior silver in 2021 in this. Ivan in 4, bronze in the 50 freestyle here. The 5-time Slovakian champion this year. Klančar in 5, the 50 freestyle champion here tonight. Gold in the Mediterranean Games, 4x2, 4x1 freestyle. Youth Olympic Games, bronze in the 50 and the 1 free in Buenos Aires in 2018. And Dennis in 6 for the United States on the University of Louisville. So Stanisavljević 3, Ivan 4, Klančar 5, Dennis 6. The top 2 into the final, and the 3rd placer in this race will get the bronze, but won't progress. So good start by Ivan in 4 and Klančar in 5. It's been a very fruitful night for her. This is her 4th 50 freestyle of the day, as it is for all of them. Klančar, who's taken the gold in the 50 freestyle, way out in front here. She's putting a lot into it. She's going to be in the gold medal fight, no doubt about that. And Dennis is going well for the United States too. Klančar against Dennis in the final. So Ivan will actually get the European silver and Stanislavljevic the European bronze. They won't be in the final. Klančar against Dennis in the shake-up ultimately. That was a very good win by Klančar again. She's remaining unbeaten in this at the moment for Slovenia. 25.85. Dennis 26.30. Ivan, European silver. Stanislavljevic, European bronze.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Klančar's 100-meter freestyle tomorrow. So she's obviously got the speed as that our 50-meter freestyle individual champion, but she's also got a bit of endurance there about her. She just stormed through, looked really in control. Wow, so that's going to be a storming 100 free tomorrow, but this is a straight shootout between Klančar and Dennis. Slovenia versus the United States of America. Klančar just walking back a little bit faster than Dennis. Maybe Dennis looking slightly more laboured as she walks. Maybe reading into it. But this is going to be tight. There was some 0.5, half a second there between them after the semi-final. So this straight shootout. Can Klančar add another gold medal to the one she won maybe an hour ago? On the final race of day 2 finals here at the European Under-23 Championships in Blanchardstown, Dublin. It's been a great night of racing, and what a better way to finish it off.
Well, it's a good idea to get a breather. It is their 5th 50 freestyle race of the night. So Klančar in 4, the new European Under-23 champion. And Julia Dennis of the United States, well, it will be a ceremonial silver at worst for her. From Oxford, Missouri. And the Louisville Cards. She's in 5, Klančar in 4. One of the top female swimmers in Mississippi, by the way. So, away we go in this final. Klančar against Dennis. Race you to the end of the pool at 50 metres. Klančar just with a slight advantage over Dennis here. Not by much. Dennis trying to reel her in. She'll know she's slightly behind. Klančar is increasing that advantage all the way. How about this? This is a real champion. Nessa Klančar wins the women's skin race on the same night she won the semi-final. On the same night she was crowned European Under-23 champion. 2 gold medals in the one night. Win after win after win. She didn't claim the first round victory. That was Teresa Ivan instead. But she has done enough, more than enough, to be a double European champion tonight. Klančar takes the victory for Slovenia. Julia Dennis, the ceremonial silver for the United States. Ivan for Slovakia will take the European silver. And Stanislavljevic, the European bronze for Serbia. What a night for Nessa Klančar.
Yeah, watch out for her tomorrow in the 100-meter freestyle. That's serious. Almost back-end speed she showed there. She was only a second slower on her last 50 there than she was on her winning time about an hour ago. So compare that to the men's, who were somewhat 3 seconds slower. So she's got great endurance. So we'll hear from her momentarily with our poolside interviewer, Mr. Andrew Bree. But there's confirmation. Klančar gold, Dennis the ceremonial silver, Ivan the silver medal, and who was the bronze? Sorry, Will, I didn't see that there.
Yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4, Klančar, Dennis, Ivan, Stanislavljevic.
Well done to all athletes. That's tough, that skins. Maybe the women's slightly less dramatic than the boys there.
You should read quicker. Well, in terms of swimming quicker, Klančar has got all of the aces. That was a great performance. So basically the final 4 do all get medals. That because of the vagaries of the rules of these European Under-23 Championships, because Dennis reached that final. Let's go down to Andrew Bree again.
All right, we had to take the pressure off the legs there. That was a fantastic display of freestyle swimming. Again, you were very focused. We watched your body language as you got out after the second last 50 and just had laser focus as you walked down the pool. Were you doing any type of like inner work, meditation, stroke breathing? Like what was going through? Can you give us an insight what was going through the mind?
Yeah, I was just trying to calm down to get another race and another one. And then I think that's why I won. I managed it to the end.
And did you have a strategy going into this event? It's a kind of a different event, obviously not, you know, in what competition do you get up and swim 350s back to back? So it's a new concept that we're bringing in here to the European under-23s. But did you have a strategy to outmaneuver your opponents?
Not really. I was just trying to focus on my swim, to do a good start, and then I was just controlling what other girls were doing, and that's it, I think.
Well, all three of you deserve a long-deserved at least 20-minute swim down. Put your hands together for all three of these swimmers, and this is our finale event of the night. Thank you for staying on, swim fans, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's freestyle skins. Medals on this occasion will be presented by Adam Cox, head of the local organising committee, Gary Stoops, LEN TSC member, and Patricia Cleary, Swim Island past president. In third place, winner of the bronze medal for Slovakia, Teresa Ivan. In second place, winner of the silver medal for the United States of America, Julia Dennis. And in first place, winner of the gold medal, your inaugural women's under-23 freestyle skins champion, representing Slovenia, Niza Klenka. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge your champion and medal winners here. European under-23 women's freestyle skins.
Niza Klenka, she will definitely sleep tonight. I think they all will, frankly. She gets another gold medal here. She gets another mascot too. Specially designed for these championships. No doubt about that. So, 2 days done. One more to come tomorrow at the National Aquatic Centre in Abbottstown in Dublin. And back underway, 9:30 Irish time, UK time, Irish summer time it is. 10:30 European Central Summer Time, 8:30 GMT, and we'll begin with the women's 200 breaststroke heats, men's 100 backstroke, women's 50 butterfly. A lot of familiar names back in that tomorrow morning. The final joust for gold to wrap up the inaugural LEN European Under-23 Swimming Championships. We'll be back with you tomorrow from Will Downing and David Thompson. We'll catch you bright and early again tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is another day. Good night.
No matter where, no matter when, we will be there. At Fluidra, we develop competition pools for all types of sport events. Because we are Fluidra, the perfect pool experience.